morning from Gardens Oval in Darwin. It's finals day in the 2025 Top End T20 Series. Here at Gardens today we have the semi-final between the second-placed Pakistan Shaheens and the third-placed Perth Scorchers. The winner this morning books their place in the final this afternoon. It's all or nothing time. I'd like to start the broadcast by acknowledging the Larrakia people, the traditional owners of the land we're on, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. I would also like to extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people watching this broadcast. My name's Stu Davis. I'm joined today by Jack Doyle. Welcome, Jack.
Thanks, Stu. Good to be here.
Yeah, both teams getting through the series with 4 wins and 2 losses. The Shaheens finished higher than the Scorchers on net run rate. And the two teams did meet once in the series, Jack.
Yeah, they did in a thriller. Went down to the second last over. The Scorchers just getting over the line, 8 down.
Yes, a low-scoring affair. That one, we'd probably expect a few more runs today. Just over 100 runs, I think, both sides. But expect a few more today. But the bat flip took place earlier in the day, and we'll just bring that to you now. So there it is, and it was the Pakistan Shaheens winning the flip and deciding to field first today. So they obviously batted first last time they played the Scorchers. Feel their best prospects in fielding first. It's a pretty early morning start, 10 o'clock start here in Darwin. Another glorious day, Jack. The weather's been absolutely sensational all week, hasn't it?
Yeah, dry season in Darwin, tough to beat. Just having a look at the Scorchers lineup on screen there. Really looking forward to see Fanning and Wiley up top. Joel Curtis in at 3, leading the run charts for the Perth Scorchers throughout this tournament with 146 runs, averaging a tick over 40. Looking forward late in the innings to see Matt Kelly with the ball, who's leading the charge for the Scorchers. For the Shaheens, strong lineup there. We've seen what they can do throughout this tournament. Abdul Samad put up a brilliant century earlier this week. Look forward to seeing him go about his work in the second innings. Faisal Akram, obviously the key with the ball, took 5 for earlier in the tournament against the Perth Scorchers to almost bring the Shaheens back into that game. Just looking forward to see what he can do for us here today in the semi-final where it matters most.
Yeah, 2 strong lineups. It should be a terrific game of cricket here. T20 cricket, the series has been a huge success, speaking to everyone around the traps as the Scorchers batsmen come out to the crease.
Are you looking to hit your studies for 6? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you've never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
Visiting Darwin, Australia? Make your stay a winning one at Darwin Airport Resorts. Just minutes from the airport and a short drive to the city, it's the ideal base for travellers chasing sun, culture or the cricket. With 3 comfortable hotels, 2 inviting pools and 2 on-site dining options, everything you need is right here. Relax, recharge and enjoy the top end at Darwin Airport Resorts.
So all set for the start of play. Wasim Jr. to open the bowling. He'll be bowling to Sam Fanning. First ball short and just knocked away on the offside. Good start from Wasim. Bit of bounce up around chest height.
Yeah, we've seen a bit of bounce in the wicket all week here at Gardens Oval. Saw that Scorchers bowling lineup a couple of days ago. use their pace and bounce to good effect.
I was here yesterday, someone flying over the keeper's head actually, so it's good track. This pitch was used yesterday, it was fresh yesterday after one a couple closer to us was used for the previous couple of days. Oh, this time hooked high, straight over the wicketkeeper's head. That's going all the way for 6, and a magnificent pickup from Fanning. Just read the short ball coming, got in position early, and almost flicked it over the wicketkeeper's head, but it's gone a long way. That's an amazing shot, Jack.
Yeah, that's to the biggest part of the ground there too. Straight over the keeper's head, 80-metre boundary there, and did it with ease, really. Just having a look at the replay here. Beautifully played there by Fanning. Almost a ramp up over the keeper.
Yeah, just put a bit more on it, but of course, a safe shot with the 4-over power play at the start of the innings. Only 2 players out in the deep, and the Shaheens have elected to go with one at backward square leg and one at third man. Shoot again, tries again, this time struck on the body, and it trickles away to the short, fine leg inside the circle.
Obviously likes his chances with that shot there. It's a shot that we see players turn to more and more these days, in T20 cricket in particular. You watch the England Test side, they bring it into their Test cricket as well. Just see Fanning signal to his partner there in Wiley. Might have just been holding a little bit in the wicket.
They probably expect it to the track to quicken up as the day goes on. This one full and on the leg stump and worked away behind square. They run the first one quickly, but just the single. So that will bring Teague Wiley on strike. Teague Wiley, the captain today.
Started the tournament well. Teague with a 67 against the Kingsmen, top of the table, Kingsmen at that. Hasn't really fired a shot since, just the 40 runs in his last 5 innings, but no doubt looking to make a case today here in the semi-final to get his side a spot in the grand final later this afternoon.
Yeah, that's right. He's regularly opened the batting, but just hasn't got starts recently. He'll be keen to set the tone for his team. This one on the leg side again, pushed away forward of square and through again for another easy single. So some interesting results in the last round really of the series, where the Comets, the ACT Comets, won their first game for the series against the Stars. Stars basically just had to win to play finals, and a terrific performance from the Comets against them, and of course we saw that the Chicago Kingsmen had gone through the tournament undefeated and lost their last game against the Hobart Hurricanes, who were down near the bottom of the table as well. So the competition's been great. This one pushed away on the offside, no run. And that's the end of the first over. 8 runs coming from it, with courtesy of that big boundary 6 by Fanning. And the Scorchers be pretty happy with 8 off the first over and looking to go again.
Yeah, positive start by Fanning in particular there. Got a boundary way early. Something teams talk about in short form cricket is finding that boundary early in the over. Just takes the pressure off for the back half of the over. Looks like possibly going to start with some spin here.
Yes, Saad Masood will come in and do the bowling. So this fielders in the deeper, what's that position? A wide, long off, and a mid-wicket on the boundary.
Yeah, giving himself a bit of protection both sides of the wicket here. Deep mid-wicket, long off back. We'll just see while he adjusts the side screens there, just pushing them closer together. Interesting to see how he goes about his work here against the spinner.
foot. But, straight to Kawaja Nafe, the fielder inside the circle in the cover region. Down the track this time, works it away on the leg side. Again, single.
We've seen teams struggle setting scores here at Gardens Oval all week. Just a little bit unsure how hard to go. It's an interesting ground, interesting dimensions, just 50-metre square boundary, 80-metre straight boundary. So we've seen teams almost play within themselves at times. Not really know how hard to take the game on. The team batting second, been successful this week at Gardens Oval.
One short, struck is a big shot for LBW. It's been given, and that's a big breakthrough for the Shaheens. Sam Fanning doesn't look pleased at all, but he's got to go. LBW is the decision, and an early wicket here, and Fanning trudges off, and yeah, big breakthrough for the Pakistan Shaheens. Just looking at the replay here from around the wicket, might have thought it was a bit high, but umpire was convinced. Fanning not the tallest of men, of course, but clearly disappointed there. But he goes, and the first wicket on the board, so a great start for the Shaheens after going for 8 runs in the first over.
Yeah, didn't look overly thrilled with that, Fanning, but unfortunately has to go. Judge WW, a tough angle for us here, sitting at the cow corner boundary. It's the left-hander, so can't really be of too much assistance there for the viewers, but out in the book. Ball didn't have too far to travel. Brings about Joel Curtis to the middle at number 3. Curtis, the leading run scorer at the moment for the Perth Scorchers. 146 runs, averaging up around the 50 mark. Played a fair bit of shield cricket last year for WA after 6 centuries in a row in Perth Premier first grade cricket.
It's a pretty good form to take in when you're introduced to the first class side. This one's short, pushed away on the offside. So left-handed Curtis replaces the left-handed Fanning.
Stacked offside field in the ring here. See a slip in play. Shaheens keeping the foot on the throat.
Outside the off stump, tries to slash that one away, but just threw him a bit quicker.
Went a little wrong in there, I think, from Masood. Spinning away from the left-handed Curtis. Good start so far for the Shaheens.
This one off the back foot, punched into the covers, and that's a terrific start from Masood. A wicket, and just conceding the 1 run, so sensational start from the leg spinner, and the Scorchers after 2 overs, 1 for 9.
Yeah, really tidy start there from Masood, as we just see there. 1 over 1 for 1 in the power play. Tactic teams often go to now in short form cricket. There's a spin inside the power play overs.
Yeah, exactly right. We've seen that it's been successful most of the week. They just, I guess the batter has to make the pace on the ball, and whereas with the quick bowlers they can use the pace coming onto the bat a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely, and just rushes teams through their overs almost, and before you know it, you're halfway through the power play as they are now. Just 12 balls remaining before the field can spread out a little bit further.
So it's going to be the captain, Irfan Niazi, bowling the 3rd over of the innings from the city end of Gardens Oval. And he'll be bowling to the Scorchers captain, Teague Wiley. Next stump and pushed away into mid-wicket area. I see him doing the fielding.
Beautiful start so far by Wiley. Himself a chance.
Oh, he goes big this time. It's a top edge over the top of the wicketkeeper. That's going to run away to the boundary for 4. Not the most convincing shot, but 4 runs in the book, and Wiley will happily take them, particularly considering his recent run of outs. Happy to get a bit of luck, and runs on the board.
Yeah, absolutely fancy the short boundary there, I think. Wiley might have just got a bit bigger on him than he may have expected. Top edge, 4 runs in the book nonetheless.
Down the pitch this time and hitting high over the infield, out to wide long on, and that's going to bounce away a few times and over the rope as well. A more convincing shot there, and premeditated, really decided to come down the track and got a good piece of that one.
Yeah, beautiful shot that from Wiley. Held his shape, belted it over that mid-on fielder in the ring, out towards the short boundary on the leg side here.
So that brings about a change in the field as the player goes out to mid-wicket on the boundary.
Yeah, 2 back leg side now. Expect to see him bowl nice and straight here.
Pace off that one, I think, and just edged down to the short third man inside the ring.
Yeah, good little change up there from Niazi. Wiley just holding back on that shot. Brave bowling to bowl straight with the short boundary leg side. Not much margin for error here for the bowler.
Down the pitch again, this time driving into the offside. They're off running quickly. It's cleanly fielded, and the throw came in sharply, but Teague Wiley made his ground pretty safely, I think, and hit and ran straight away. So no hesitation, and they get through.
Yeah, really good piece of running there from Wiley. Knew the fielder had to do everything right to run him out there. Pretty safely home in the end. Curtis to face his first ball against Niazi. So
just the 1 ball remaining in the over. 9 runs from it so far. Curtis just shuffles down the pitch and smashes it away through the offside. It's beautifully placed and timed, and a boundary 4 to get Curtis off the mark, and that ends Niazi's first over. 13 runs coming from it, so Scorchers would be pretty happy with the output from that over.
Yeah, great over there for the Scorchers. 13 from it. Had to take their opportunity with just those 2 fielders out. Just the 6 balls left now of the power play. Expect to see them stay really positive this over.
So Saad Masood will continue after that exceptional first over. His figures 1 for 1 from his 1 over, and he'll be bowling to Wiley. Wiley advances down the pitch again, hits it straight to the mid-on fielder just on the circle, and good running once again, through quickly, and Curtis back on strike.
Yeah, pretty easy single there from Wiley. Let's see if Curtis wants to take on this short leg side boundary for the left-hander.
Gone the reverse instead, got it over the infield, and that's going to roll away to the boundary. Well played. I think he's deliberately lofted that one over the players inside the circle, and once it was over their head on these pretty short square boundaries, it ran away to the boundary. So good start from Curtis. A couple of boundaries in a row now to him. Down the pitch this time, going straight over the bowler's head. He struck that beautifully, and The deep long on had no chance of getting to that. One bounce over the rope, and Curtis really starting to motor now after just having a look at the first 3 balls he faced. He's hit the next 3 for 4.
Yeah, beautiful shot from Curtis there. Used his feet down the wicket as we see on replay. Gets to the pitch of the ball and just a beautiful full swing of the bat straight over the bowler's head. About as good as it gets that from Curtis.
This time back on the back foot, trying to slash it away through the offside, but beaten outside the off stump. Down the pitch again, lofted, this time the other side of the mid-off at the edge of the circle, and again that races away to the boundary. He's really struck that well in the air for, well, all the way to the circle really, but always safe, well placed, and well wide of the fielder there.
Yeah, they're on a roll now, the Scorchers. Beautiful shot there through the offside from Curtis. Getting their innings underway. Takes the score to 35, just the 1 ball remaining in the 4-over power play.
Short, pulls away, and there's a fielder on the boundary out there, so just the single to end the over, but another productive over for the Perth Scorchers with 14 runs coming from it, and Joel Curtis has raced along to 17 from 9 deliveries, so 36 runs coming for the loss of 1 wicket in the 4-over power play for the Scorchers.
Yeah, you feel the Scorchers will be happy with their start there, going 9 and over throughout the power play. Field is spread now. No doubt they'll be looking to work the ball into the deep. Hit the sweepers hard. Obviously set for a great contest over at DXC Arena also between the Chicago Kingsmen and the Adelaide Strikers. Strikers who kicked off their tournament slowly but got into their work with a few big wins back-to-back. Mackenzie Harvey with a century last night to book a semi-final spot for the Strikers.
Yeah, they've come good at the right time. Of course, started the tournament later than most other teams, not arriving until the Sunday, so they've played all their games in a row, basically. But it's Mubasa Khan coming into the attack here at Gardens Oval. Curtis down the pitch. Not really timed, but gets it down to the fielder coming in from long on. And an easy single.
You expect to see plenty of spin throughout these 20 overs from the Shaheens. Seen 2 spinners used already.
Oh, Wiley goes big over the leg side this time. He's leaned down. That's cleared the perimeter fence. Some of those cars parked on Gardens Road there are in the firing line a bit. Fortunately, that one missed them, but that's a big 6, and we mentioned the short boundary there, and it's a place to target, and Wiley really timed that one nicely as we look at the replay. Just dragged from outside the off stump, but struck cleanly, and that's gone a long way.
Yeah, it's only a little hit there, but that's gone quite some distance, as he touched on, Stu, over the fence. And if you're a car parked on the other side of the road there, I'd be moving that as a matter of urgency. And if you're a young boy or girl sitting down having some breakfast at Eva's Botanical Gardens Cafe across the road, might just have a brand new kookaburra in your hands.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen the box of balls run out with a replacement ball now. We've seen that a bit over the last few days here at Gardens Oval, with that short boundary on that side. This one faster outside the off stump, but called wide. Just pushed it too wide, so Khan trying to control the damage. Just lost to the line a bit there. This time it's gone again, but just dragging it down this time to the player at 45 behind square on the leg side. No run. Both batsmen on 18 now.
Wiley likes this matchup, we feel. Ball turning in towards a short boundary.
This one given a bit more air. He's gone again, and that's cleared the boundary once more. Hopefully the trees might have saved it going over the fence this time, but another big 6 to Teague Wiley, and yeah, just starting to show some evidence that he's back in touch here, as he was early in the tournament. So hitting against the leg spin, but again, timed nicely, and there's 2 fielders waiting out there, but they were never a chance. This one darted in and cut away backward a point. It's going fast out there, and there was a fielder on the boundary at point, deep point, but had to run about 15 metres and just couldn't get there. It was beautifully timed.
Pressure well and truly now back on the Shaheens, as we just see. Goes back to the traditional off break. Just belted behind point. Skids along with the dew here this morning at Gardens Oval.
This one fired in again, and off the outside edge to short third man to finish the over. So 18 coming from Khan's first over, and this has been a terrific 3-over spell for the Scorchers, as I think they've added about 45 runs in that time. So terrific little spell here, and setting themselves up for a good total.
Yeah, it's been pretty risk-free cricket too, really. Just targeting that short boundary, forcing the bowler to change. Bowler then missed wide outside the off stump and was belted through the offside. Nice little game of cat and mouse from Wiley.
So Saad Masood going to continue for a 3rd consecutive over from the high school end of Gardens Oval. Curtis down the track, straight to player at cover inside the circle, no run.
Yeah, they're going to keep putting the foot down here, the Scorchers, going at more than 10 and over now.
Swings, it's going straight to a fielder, is it? And the catch taken just inside the boundary line. Hit it pretty well, but pretty flat, and straight to Mars Sadakat, and just wondered if he was going to step back on the rope for a minute, but positioned himself nicely, completed the catch, and Curtis goes.
Yeah, really nice catch there on the boundary. Curtis probably just didn't get the elevation he was after here. Brave piece of bowling too. Slower, full up into the hitting arc of Curtis towards that short boundary. So the catch beautifully taken. Full credit to the bowler. It's a brave piece of bowling. It's a hard game for bowlers sometimes in T20 cricket, especially bowling to a 50-metre square boundary. Brings about the wicket.
Yeah, just what they needed, really. These two were, Curtis and Wiley, were starting to motor, weren't they? And they pushed that partnership up to 45. So it was a much-needed wicket, and good captaincy to persist with Masood. He's taken both wickets so far. So 2 for 54 in the 6th over.
Yeah, great piece of captaincy. Would have been easy to say just have a rest after your last over went for 14, but stuck with him, and credit to the bowler for staying brave. Brings about Baxter Holt to the crease, coming off the back of a 54 not out against the NT strike side.
Just worked away on the leg side, forward of square leg, and Baxter Holt off the mark here. A player of the match performance, that one from Baxter Holt. So he comes in good touch, and off the mark, off the first ball. Wiley this time gets it past the infielder on the offside, and Abdul Samad coming off the boundary to field. Another single. Ooh, was Baxter Holt hasn't read that at all, I don't think. It's got through him quickly, and a terrific piece of bowling again, another LBW decision, and Holt goes off just the third ball he's faced for 1 run, so this is another terrific over from Masood.
Yeah, great piece of bowling. Looked to be quicker. Might have just been a little slider. Slid on there. Holt possibly playing across the line. Just see on replay here. That's a pretty easy one for the umpire, you feel.
Yeah, on the back foot and straight in front. Height wasn't an issue, and yeah, good bowling again. And Holt deceived by that one, and off he goes. 1 run and out off the second ball he faced, and the second wicket in the over for Saad Masood. And after taking a bit of pounding in his second over, he's come back well again in the third over, and the Scorchers find themselves at 3 for 56 in the 6th.
Yeah, interesting to see their plans now. They've lost back-to-back wickets, whether they just take some time to settle things down, build a bit of a platform and look to kick on again late in the innings, or if they go the method Australia have been going with recently and just keep the foot down.
This one's short to the new batsman Critchell, Seaton Critchell.
See no ball called here. When I just overstepped the front line, judged by umpire Matt Smith. Great opportunity for our umpires, local Darwin umpires here. Matt Smith, John Ganane, done a fantastic job all week. Out umpiring local club cricket yesterday. Free hit here for Critchell.
He's missed. He stepped across, trying to smash it away on the leg side, but got through him. So good bowling again, and another great over. 2 wickets, and just conceding that 3 runs from the over, including that no ball. So interesting to see if he gets bowled out for his 4th consecutive.
Yeah, closed out well there, Masood. Free hit, never easy to defend. Dot ball from Critchell will be a fine of some sort. Dot ball or a free hit. Some form of punishment there by his teammates, no doubt. We'll see a little change of bowling here. It's going to be Mumtaz into the attack. I expect Wiley to stay really positive from this end and target that short leg side boundary. You feel he'll play a little bit more conventionally from the other end. But with the right-hander on strike here, really feel he'll look to keep the foot down.
And he does go. There's a fielder out there. Has to dive forward in the end, but nicely taken, nicely judged. And this is an avalanche of wickets now. The Shaheens, 3 wickets in about 6 balls. So this, after the Scorchers looked like they'd set themselves a platform to really launch from, it's gone the other way with the loss of those wickets. So Teague Wiley goes.
Yeah, cold that he'd look to keep taking on that short boundary, just didn't get the full piece of it that time, and comfortably caught there in the deep, well inside that boundary line, and Bowl had a bit of advice for him there on the way off as well. Nothing worse as a batter, he just played a poor stroke, been dismissed, and Bowl gets up in your face and just gives you a bit of friendly advice. Brings about a change in the batting order here. We had Nick Hobson listed to come in at 6, but it's going to be Matthew Spores coming out to the crease. We've obviously seen what Hobson can do at Big Bash level in recent times. Known to take on a bit of a finisher role, so possibly just a little shuffle down the order, not expecting to be in the 7th over. Spores probably mostly known for his right arm leg spin.
Yeah, he's back into the side today, was rested a couple of days ago, so fresh and ready to go.
He's actually played some international cricket, Stu.
Yeah.
Do you know who he's represented?
I did hear this, but it's gone from my mind.
Canada. 10 T20 internationals, 5 ODIs for Canada. Little crowd catch there. You just hear the Pakistan fans come alive up in the grandstand. They've been great supporters all week of this tournament.
That's been a huge thing, hasn't it? The support for the Asian teams. It's been absolutely amazing and great to be a part of. Straight through him. I think he's bowled him. So the wicket tumble continues. Spore's surprised by that one and looks back a couple of times, but that's straight through, taking the off stump. And Spores goes for a duck, second ball faced, and this is becoming a massive collapse.
Yeah, it is becoming a massive collapse here. It's a great piece of bowling from Mumtaz, who's made instant impact with the ball. Just seeing on replay here. Just might have played the wrong line there, Spores. Didn't look to do a massive amount, possibly just straightened with the arm there, but has to go. And now we will see Nick Hobson out to the middle, probably the last of their recognised batters to come out.
Yeah, that's right. You would think that there's a bit of resurrection work for these two to do. It's incredible. So from the second ball of the 6th over, the Scorchers have lost 4 wickets for 3 runs.
Coach Killers back-to-back wickets hurt, but 4 wickets in a row really hurt. And just the easiest way to stop runs in a T20 is by taking wickets, and we've certainly done that here at the Shaheens.
Absolutely. This one right up in the block hole, and Hobson just puts it back to the bowler. So 2 wickets in the over so far. What a start from Mumtaz. Hasn't conceded a run yet. One pushed away on the offside again, no run. So
not his game either, Hobson. Likes to get on with it, but has to give himself a chance here. Still 13 overs in the game. Plenty of time, and that run rate's still going over 8 and over.
This one given a bit more air, and Hobson works it down to long on, gets off the mark with a single. So after 7 overs, it's the Scorchers 5 for 58, and a sensational start from Mumtaz. 2 wickets, conceding 1 run in his first over.
Yeah, fantastic start. 2 for 1. Could be a game-changing over that. We're going to see Masood bowl out here for his 4th over. We haven't even seen Akram yet, who took 5 wickets just a couple of days ago against the Scorchers. Another spinner, but we're yet to see him even into the attack as yet.
Well, there's only 5 wickets left on offer, Jack, so he's going to struggle to better that performance.
Yeah, absolutely, he will. Masood will be looking to take another 1 or 2 here to add to his wickets column.
Hobson guides it away, backward of point, straight to the fielder, no run. So Masood looking to finish off here. Because of 3 for 18 from 3, and from memory one of those overs went for 13 runs. So this one's short cutaway on the offside, and straight to the sweeper out there at cover point, and a single.
Yeah, looks a tricky bowler to face, just quick and skiddy, hard to really get under, getting any sort of elevation. Wicket just assisting a little bit, keeping a little bit low.
Oh, there's a big shout for caught behind. They're really confident. All the fielders come in. Umpire doesn't agree. Critchell stands his ground and goes in the book as a dot ball.
Gee, they like that. They were all up instantly there, weren't they, the Shaheens?
Absolutely. Certainly the keeper and bowler were, and some of the others probably followed in a bit later.
Just see it on replay here. Hard to tell. Well bowled, little wronging.
So Critchell this time on the leg stump works it away behind square and gets himself off the mark.
Got the ball going both ways here, does Masood. 2 balls left in his spell. You feel batters might show him a little bit of respect for these couple of balls, get through his spell. Have a look at the other end possibly.
Leaning on this one, pushing it straight down the ground to long off Hobson. So happy to advance in singles at the moment.
You feel Hobson has to be there during the power surge. Their last recognised batter, known for his power hitting.
Critchell trying to drive that one onto the offside, just played it back onto his leg. So that's the end of Masood's spell. Terrific performance, his 4 overs coming at a cost of 21 runs and picking up 3 wickets. So great spell off the bat. Haven't seen that too often in the series that a bowler bowls 4 in a row, but Masood's done it beautifully.
Yeah, very good spell bowling. It's not something we see very often in T20 cricket these days, is bowlers bowling their 4 straight, but when you've got it on a string as Masood has there, why not? Not sure what's going on in the middle here, but a few of the Shaheens players. Little meeting, umpire Matt Smith says, get on with it, gents.
Looks like some rain repairs here for Mumtaz. But anyway, he's going to continue here as we would have expected with that successful first over.
Yeah, hard to take bowler off after he's 2 for 1 off his first over.
Yeah.
Bit hard conversation for the skipper to have, hey mate, have a spell.
In Hobson driving into the offside, no run. So yeah, talk about that power surge, be interesting. You'd think that they'd likely take it a bit earlier than perhaps they otherwise would with 5 wickets down. Full toss this time, driven away through the offside. There's a sweeper out there and keeps it to 1.
Yeah, field teams probably haven't quite worked out when the right time is to take the power surge yet across all competitions and tournaments. You see different tactics by different teams because it often encourages your batters to go too hard. You lose extra wickets that you may not have otherwise lost, but you feel the Scorchers need a momentum swing here.
This one given a bit more air, and Critchell gets to it on the full and knocks it down to the fielder at long on, and they've jogged through for an easy single.
Yeah, really good change of pace there. Floated right up above Critchell's eye line, trying to tempt him into a big shot.
This one a bit flatter to Hobson. Works it on the onside, but fielded by the bowler Mumtaz.
I'd say he'll stay quick and straight here at Hobson. If he gives it any air like he did to Critchell, it suggests those fans in the stands are in danger.
Coming around the wicket here to the left-hander. Yeah, fires that one in. Hobson again pushes it onto the offside. Critchell was keen, but there was certainly no run there. Now back over the wicket. Fires this one in, and Hobson works it away on the leg side. Timed it nicely, but straight to the fielder out there, and another terrific over from Mumtaz, and his figures after 2 overs, 2 wickets for 4. The Scorchers 5 for 64 after 9.
Yeah, they've really put the brakes on the Shaheens. Score 1 for 54 off 5 overs, now 5 for 64 off the 9, as you touched on there, and we're going to see the danger man in now. The Shaheens leading wicket taker, equal leading wicket taker in the tournament to date, 14 wickets at an economy rate of just over 5.
Yeah, if you're a batsman, you're thinking, just give me some pace on, will you? Get a fast bowler back on. But the spinner's really doing the job here for the Shaheens, and that's what Scorchers are going to have to deal with. Nudge down, back to the point on the offside. No run again. So start.
Yeah, really nice start by Akram, and yeah, you're right, they'll be looking for pace back on the ball, but after the way they've played the last few overs, you can't see that happening anytime soon.
This time full and driven into the offside, but again picking out the fielder extra cover inside the circle.
Tune up some balls here, Hobson, but he knows he's probably their key the longer he bats.
Gives himself some room, cuts away, they go for the run. It's fielder, the shot, the stumps would have seen him short, I think, and just missing. So terrific effort, but through for the single.
Tell you what, that has not missed my mark. We've got a perfect angle of that here.
Yeah.
Saw that the whole way. Definitely out if he hits. And he's missed by about a millimetre there.
Oh, big swing from Critchell this time. I think that's probably off the pad and down through the slip area, which is vacant. And they come back for two. No signal from the umpire, so it was bat or glove in that one.
Really nice piece of bowling from Akram. A little bit slower. I've really liked the change of pace from the Shaheen bowlers.
So slip goes in now. Down the pitch, lofting high into the outfield. There's a fielder coming around, not going to get to it, but gets there in time to stop it reaching the boundary. And the Scorchers batsmen come back for 2 runs. And Critchell in the air for a long time, but placed pretty well between those 2 fielders in the deep, either side of the wicket. Down the pitch again, he's gone this time. Missed the ball completely. A neat piece of work by the wicket-keeper. Whips off the bails, and Critchell was a long way down the pitch, and he goes stumped, and the Scorchers lose their 6th wicket off the last ball of the 10th over.
Yeah, it's a really poor shot for mine. Last ball of the 10th over. Would have been easy just to get through that ball possibly and look to take the surge not long later with the 2 batters at the crease that had both faced a few balls. Just set a big run in there, spin away from Critchell. Got nowhere near that in the end, but grim sights there for the Scorchers. You just feel didn't really need to play that shot. They played pretty conservatively for the last couple of overs. Had he have got through there, could have taken the surge with 2 batters in. Wasn't to be.
So Critchell goes for 6 off 9 at the halfway mark of the allocated overs. The Scorchers 6 for 69. And you consider that they were cruising at 1 for 54. This is a magnificent fight back from the Pakistan Shaheens.
We touched on it earlier that teams have been a little bit unsure of how hard to go. Batting first at Gardens Oval, the team batting second has had the most success all week here. You just feel the Scorchers were flying along but may have overplayed their hand early here. Feel a lot relies on Hobson's shoulders now.
And of course Mumtaz to continue with this terrific spell of bowling. 2 for 4 from his 2 overs so far. Hobson straight back to the bowler. No run.
Wouldn't be surprised if Hobson's here at the end of this over if they take the power surge next over with the left-hander heading towards the short boundary here.
One flighted a bit more, and Hobson just waits on it and pushes it to the player at deep extra cover as he's joined by Matt Kelly, and yeah, Kelly a strong striker of the ball as well. Probably a good option for the power surge with him at the crease with Hobson if that's the way it pans out.
Yeah, you feel they've got nothing to lose at this point now. Obviously playing for a spot in the grand final. The rate they're going, they're going to have to pick up. So they need a little momentum swing. And it may be a way to actually get a pace bowler back on by taking the surge. You may encourage the Shaheens to bring pace back on.
Kelly just knocks this one down backward a point. No run.
Be interesting to see whether they do go back to pace during the surge or whether they trust their slow men to do the job.
This one faster and flatter and pushed down the ground to long off. So Kelly off the mark.
Scorchers actually spent some time down here at the beautiful Gardens Oval the other day running a coaching session with the Waratah Cricket Club juniors.
Terrific.
And they were fantastic.
Yeah.
Some great feedback coming through.
Worked around the corner on the leg side and through quickly. So well taken run. Again, just singles off this over. The Scorchers in a bit of damage control at the moment. Kelly just giving a bit more air again, and Kelly watchfully knocks it onto the offside. So Mumtaz, 3 overs, 2 for 7.
Yeah, 3 overs, 2 for 7. Really putting his side in the driving seat here. I'd like to see him take the surge now, but they're not going to by the looks. I just think there needs to be a little momentum shifter, and if they were to lose Hobson now, just feel not a massive amount of batting to come to capitalise on those surge overs.
Yeah, that's right. If you're taking the surge with 7 or more wickets down, you just feel it's a bit of an opportunity lost. Short, pulled away on the leg side. That's going all the way over the boundary. It's just around from us. That's a nicely struck ball, and it's been a few overs, but the Scorchers get themselves another boundary 6 here. So Akram just dragging that one down a little bit, and Hobson was all over it, wasn't he? Smashed it away.
Yeah, he was. He'd be disappointed with that ball. Akram, a little bit short, a little bit straight, right in that arc of Hobson, who just went bang.
This one full, push back to the bowler.
Brave bowling, slow, trying to tempt Hobson to go again.
Flatter, cut away. Hobson just giving himself some room and cutting it into the gap on the offside for an easy single.
Two experienced heads at the crease for the Scorchers, Kelly and Hobson, both seasoned campaigners for the men in orange.
Kelly clearly read that one out of the hand, let it go outside the off stump. Coming across him.
Yeah, he's picked the wrong in there. Just watched it go through. Experienced batting here.
Oh, another one, and beaten that time, I think, was the line was a bit tighter.
Just a little nod of approval too from Kelly, just to say, yeah, well, Bob.
So the last ball of Akram's second over. Kelly nudges it into the leg side. No run scored. 7 runs from the over. Good comeback from Akram after the first ball went for that boundary 6. And that's 12 overs completed, 6 for 79. Just looking for indications of a power surge here, but
Don't think they'll take it to this end. I think they'll want Hobson on strike at the other end, possibly. I consider it. May look to just milk some singles in this over and then take it in the next, possibly. But you feel something has to give at some point here for the Scorchers.
So there's a bowling change here. No, there's not. Change of mind.
Thought about a bowling change?
They did. Well, I think it is a bowling change, but not the one we thought. This is Khan. Basser Khan. And first ball full and just nudged back. Hobson again gives himself room, cuts away through the offside, but just the single. I thought they might have been tempted to bowl Mumtaz out.
Yeah, 2 for 7 off 3. Obviously just saving that fourth over, possibly for a power surge over maybe. Tell you what, it's a fantastic day for cricket here in Darwin. Tickets still available for the grand final this afternoon at DXC Arena.
Oh, this one off the outside edge goes fine, and they get through for a single. Yeah, that final will be terrific viewing, and it's a 4 o'clock start local time, Jack.
Yeah, 4 o'clock start down at DXC. Expect plenty to come through the gates.
One of these two sides, of course, will be there. The semi-final, and Pakistan Shaheens in a really good position at the moment for them to be the team to go through.
Yeah, you feel they'll be happy with where this game's at the moment, as will the Pakistan fans sitting in the grandstand opposite us. No doubt make their way down the road to DXC Arena later this afternoon should their side book a spot in the grand final. And they'll take on the winner of the Chicago Kingsmen or Adelaide Strikers.
Ooh, this one faster and through on the offside. The Strikers, the reigning title holders, Jack, I think.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they won the 2024 Top End Series.
Faster again. This one on line, nudged away on the leg side, but just the single. But they're probably going into that semi-final as underdogs. The Kingsmen have had a terrific series, winning their first 5 games before conceding one. They'd locked up their finals position pretty early in the series.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, absolutely. They've been fantastic, the Kingsmen. Plenty of supporters have been down to watch them throughout the week. I tell you what, I'd be taking the surge now. Hobson, 23 balls into his innings, but not going to. It looks as though they're going to play another over out. You just feel it'd be a really nice momentum shifter. But just a little update from across the road there. Chicago Kingsmen 2 for 28 off 4 overs.
Well, the reverse sweep, they smashed that away over point, and in position quickly, and got lots of elevation, lots of bat on the ball, and it sailed away for 6 runs.
That's massive. That's an incredible shot. Turn around and literally hit that as a left-hander over what would have been deep point for the right-hander.
This time, regulation sweep. That's going right out to the boundary as well. Fielder out there does his best, but it clears his head as well. So another boundary 6, 2 sixes to start the over, and yeah, this has shifted the momentum a bit.
Yeah, they needed something to give the Scorchers, and underway well this over. Back-to-back sixes. Do you keep the foot down and keep going, or do you look to just get out of this over with a few singles now?
Well, you feel that the early work's done, and you can play it a bit safer. That one gets past the outside edge. Yeah, just the Chinaman or left-hander's wrong one, and gets past the outside edge. But Kelly has moved along to 15 from 12 now. This one worked away on the leg side and out to the boundary rider in the deep, through for an easy single.
Yeah, good piece of batting, just showing his experience there, Kelly. 6-6, and just steadies proceedings. If he throws this up to Hobson, we're in the firing line here, I reckon, Stu.
Hobson just pushes into the offside. And another nicely taken single. So just one ball remaining in Akram's third over. And it'll be Matt Kelly on strike. Just watchful, nudges it into the offside. Happy to take the single. So a couple of sixes to start the over and finishes with 15 from the over. So a good one for the Scorchers.
Yeah, just see Hobson signalled surge there, I think. You might see the power surge taking this over. Just having a look there at the over by over. That's the first double-figure over since the 5th over. Much needed for the Scorchers, just to give them a little bit of momentum coming into this power surge, which they have taken. Umpire John Ganane spins his arm round to signal. It looks as though they're going to stay with spin here, which is a brave call from the Shaheens. But why not? They've been so successful.
Yeah, you're right, and it's Mumtaz coming back to bowl the first of the power surge overs. And the Scorchers just haven't been able to get him away at all so far in his 3 overs.
They don't need to get carried away here either, because they can't afford to lose wickets. I just want to keep that momentum going. If they can find another couple of back-to-back double-figure overs, 10 to 12 off, they'd be happy with your field without losing a wicket.
Yeah, Kelly just works that on the leg side. They're through for a single.
Hobson will be the one to do the damage here in the surge, you feel. Expect to see him bowl pretty quick into the wicket. Possibly straight at the body, try and not give him much room to work with here.
So we've got a player on the rope at deep mid-wicket, and the long on is coming inside the circle, and the fielder going to deep backward square leg. That mid-wicket going a bit straighter now.
Just a bit quick at the body.
Hobson swings up through the offside, just gets over the fielder inside the circle at mid-off and races away to the boundary. So looks like the plan was for Hobson to be the one to perhaps go here. That brings up the Scorchers 103 for the loss of 6 wickets in the 15th over. So first boundary conceded by Mumtaz. Flatter again, driven into the offside. Bit of work to do mid-off. Just got a foot to it, and if it got past him, you feel it would have raced away to the boundary, but good work.
Probably not quite in the coach's textbook, that, but done the job nonetheless. 6 runs coming from the first 3 balls, the power surge here. Be happy with their start, Scorchers.
Kelly swings and just drags it down on the leg side out to the fielder in the deep. So another single added.
Yeah, high risk shot that from Kelly, but probably recognising the opportunity with just the 2 fielders out now is probably the time to go. Missed out that time.
Hobson swings it away on the leg side along the ground this time, and beautifully timed. Fielder had no chance of getting to that. 4 runs to Hobson, and he moves to 27 from 27. Kelly 19 off 16. And this partnership now has gone up to 40 runs. Hobson pushes away on the offside to finish the over. So 11 runs taken from the over, and Mumtaz finishes his spell with the figures of 2 for 18 from his 4 overs.
Yeah, costly fourth over there, 11 coming from it. Back-to-back double-figure overs for the Scorchers. Hobson starting to get a move on now. He was 5 of 14 balls earlier, now 27 of 28 balls, just showing how quickly you can catch up here at Gardens Oval. Small boundaries. When you do get going, it can be a hard ground to contain. I've obviously seen Hobson at Big Bash level and know what he can do there. Partnered with Cooper Connolly in the BBL 12 Grand Final against my Brisbane Heat, and it was heartbreaking.
So it's going to be Wasim back into the attack, bowled the first over of the match, and coming back for his second, the second of the power surge overs.
I reckon it's the first over of pace we've seen since the power play.
Yep, exactly right.
Might suit the Scorchers batters this, pace on.
Ooh. Works his way across the crease and tries to work it down fine on the leg side, but no bat on ball and through to the keeper.
Hobson just giving him a bit of advice there. Oh, how's that missed the stump? That's just over the top of off stump. Hobson possibly just saying, just a single will do.
Yeah.
Get me on strike. 2 fielders out. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Deep backward square leg. And just see cover fieldsman slide across to the leg side to a regulation mid wicket. 5 fielders on the leg side, so expect to see him bowl pretty straight here to Kelly.
Advances down the pitch and gets it on the full. He's smashed that away. Bounces about a metre inside the boundary rope and away for 4 runs. So Kelly, no fancy leg glance options that time. Just down the pitch and smashed it straight down the ground.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go too. Put the fancy stuff away and just stay still like he did there. Obviously he used his crease, but you still just see at the point of contact there, quite still. Allows him to get a nice swing through the ball.
Short this time, his top edge. He's going to be caught. The wicketkeeper coming around. There was a fielder there that was going straight to, but they celebrate the wicket anyway. So Kelly goes for 23 off 19 balls faced, and the reintroduction of the pace bowling has been successful.
Yeah, just seeing on replay there, got big on Kelly. Up that shoulder height. Might just come off the thumb there, just see him shake his hand. Might have stung a little bit. Brings about a wicket nonetheless. A handy cameo there from Kelly. They looked to be in a fair bit of trouble just a few overs earlier, but Kelly's played a handy role there with the bat, which obviously not his dominant skill, but 23 off 19 balls, I'll be happy with that little cameo.
So it's Esterhausen coming to the crease. It is. Esterhausen also rested in the previous game.
Tell you what, he'd be able to hit a ball, I reckon. The size of him, he's a big boy. Esterhausen.
Yeah, not easy to come to the crease in the power play and strike him and find the boundary straight away, but it's probably the task he's got. Or get a single and get Hobson on strike.
He's just earned his first rookie contract for WA as Esterhausen. Represented WA at underage level.
Trying to work that away for a single, but got it straight to the fielder.
Yeah, Hobson's unfortunately had to stand down the non-strikers and watch balls go by this over, which is a miss for him. Obviously, a short leg side boundary if he was on strike.
So just the 2 balls left in this second power surge over, and Wasim's done a good job. Picked got the wicket. Again on the front foot again, straight to the fielder in that offside cordon, out just a couple of metres inside the circle markers.
Yeah, it's been good over this from Wasim Jr. Brought about the wicket, and as we've seen, it just slows that run rate right down. They'll be happy with the surge so far. Will the Shaheens, just the 15 runs coming from it, and the wicket, obviously.
Shaheens advancing down the pitch this time. Hits it straight back past the bowler. So the fielder mid-on comes across, does the fielding, and they're through for a single. So Shaheens retains the strike, and a tidy over from Wasim.
Now just the 4 overs left. You feel Hobson needs to face as many of these 24 balls as possible. Got to try and find their way up near that 160 mark to be competitive here, you feel, against a strong Pakistan Shaheens batting lineup. But they've been in some good touch too. Estehausen's role here is to either get off strike and find one, or clear the ropes, you feel.
Mabasa Khan returning to bowl his 3rd over. It's fired in outside the off stump, past the outside edge of Estehausen's bat.
Probably what they can't afford dot balls at this stage of the game. Needs bat on ball here.
Forward this time and beaten outside the off stump. Good bowling from Khan.
Hobson just meets his partner in the middle there, and possibly just a little reminder, just a bit of bat on ball here.
This time trying to work it on the leg side, struck on the pad to fielder on the onside. Masood in quickly, prevents the run.
Crucial dots these for the Shaheens. Really good start to this over.
Estehausen swings at this one, hits it straight down the ground. Fielder coming around from long off. Keeps it to 1. The throw comes in. There's going to be overthrows here as it's bounced between the keeper and the fielder behind him, and Estehausen's lost his bat. They come through for an extra 2 runs, so just a little bit untidy there from the Pakistan Shaheens. That throw came in from the outfield and sailed over the wicket keeper Ghazi Gori, and the fielder backing up was in a bit too close and bounced over his head.
Yeah, sloppy let off there by the Shaheens. Hobson on strike, just 2 balls left in the over. You feel he probably needs a single here, and then Estehausen gets a free hit on the last ball of the over, essentially.
Hobson smashes his way through the offside. That's racing away. It's going to find the boundary. That's beautifully timed shot through the covers out there. The fielder in the deep at point, and just couldn't get there.
Yeah, that's an even better result. Boundary there. You imagine Hobson will be looking for a single this ball to try and retain the strike.
So the last ball of the 17th over. That's exactly right. Hobson just works it down the ground, jogs through for a single, retains the strike. So after 17 overs, the Scorchers 7 for 122. Hobson still there, 32 off 31 balls.
Yeah, it's been a really handy innings here by Hobson, striking up over that 100 mark now. He'll get 2 more overs from this end with that short leg side boundary. So expect to see him really keep the foot on the throat here. He'll go hard this over, you imagine. Stick with pace on here by the looks.
Yeah, looks like Wasim Jr. to continue.
Yeah, it will be. It's the end of the 2 over power surge now. We're back to 5 fielders outside the inner circle. Going to have deep point, long off, long on. Deep mid wicket, deep backward, square leg. Hobson just does a little bit of gardening. Imagine he'll really look to take this over down and just has a look at that short leg side boundary. Be eyeing it off here.
This one in the slot, driving through the offside, and again beautifully timed and races away for another boundary forward to Hobson. And yeah, this has been terrific rearguard action from him.
Geez, hit that well.
Absolutely.
Not too bad a ball. Fall outside the off stump. Maybe a fraction too full in that half volley kind of region, but Hobson just belted that through the offside fielder on the boundary. Stood no chance.
This time short, cut away behind point, and that's going to race away to the boundary as well. So a great start to the over for Hobson and the Scorchers. Take that score up to 130 now, and for some time in the middle of the innings that looked like a target that would be out of reach for them, but giving themselves a chance in the match here, setting something that's somewhat defendable.
It's a poor ball there, short and wide, too much room. It's easy pickings for Hobson. Back-to-back boundaries to start the over.
This one full and fast and driven out to the fielder at deep cover. So happy to take the single and bring Esterhausen on strike.
Needs bat on ball here, young Esterhausen. Just get up the other end and keep letting Hobson go about his work. Just 15 balls left in the innings. Tour ball gets him up near that 160 mark.
Oh, short. It's down the leg side. It'll be called wide. I think that was through Esterhausen before he was anywhere near getting the bat in the vicinity.
Yeah, he's a little bit late on that one. Well bowled by Junior, but obviously missing his line. Yeah. Called wide by umpire Matt Smith. He's done a fantastic job this week, the umpires. It's often a thankless role. A great opportunity for our local Darwin umpires to experience some big time.
So leaning forward on that one, Esterhausen successfully works it into the gap and gets himself a single, and Hobson back on strike.
Yeah, that's the key. Hobson back on strike, and 2 balls left in the over. Expect he might try to find the boundary here if the opportunity presents, and then look to keep the strike off the last ball possibly.
So 3 deep on the leg side. Full. Hobson works it into that leg side, thinking of the second, but closing quickly on that was Abdul Samad, and keeps it to a single. So Esterhausen will have 1 ball to face.
Yeah, Esterhausen with the ball to face. You feel this is almost a free hit for him. 19-year-old, young lad. You talk about the opportunity for the umpires. What an opportunity for young Esterhausen, just 19 years of age, from Perth, playing against some international cricketers with test match, 1-day international experience. Fantastic tournament, fantastic opportunities here in Darwin throughout the top end T20 series.
Tries to work this fine. It bounces in front of the keeper and gets past him. It's going to go close to the boundary. Might have just prevented it hitting that boundary, right? Almost like he dived to the side of it in the end, but
They could have ran 3 there if they wanted to, but just jogged through for 2 to keep Hobson on strike for the next over. Handy over that, 14 runs coming from it for the Scorchers, edging near a competitive total here, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. 2 overs to go. They're 7 for 136, and when we look back to the 6th over when the 5th wicket fell for 57, which is when Hobson came in, it was highly doubtful that they would get to these sort of areas, but they've done well and give themselves a chance.
Yeah, they have done well to get close to a competitive total here. 12 balls remaining. Umpire John Ganane on screen, just signalling change in bowling. Back to the danger man in Akram, who took 5 wickets, as we touched on already earlier in the competition. Hopes to be eyeing off the grandstand here, you feel, on that leg side.
It's full. Straight down the ground. There's a fielder getting under this, but it's just gone too far for him. He's trying to maintain his footing inside the boundary rope, but then the ball just got away and over the boundary. Beautifully struck once again. That's one of the longer parts of the ground down there at wide mid-off, and Hobson struck beautifully.
Just kept hanging in the air, just kept going and going and going all the way for 6.
Just nudges this one behind point and happy to go through for the single. So Hobson moves up to 49, but bats these days are something, aren't they, Jack? Yeah, not like the old days. There's big sweet spots, and the players know how to use them.
Yeah, do they what? Tell you what, I reckon I'd go close to finding the boundary with one of those bats. That's saying something.
Shaheens reading that one off the pitch, I think, and no run.
Needs to find a single here. Esterhuizen need Hobson to face as many balls as possible to the Scorchers.
There's a swing. No contact. Another dot ball.
Probably not the option there from Esterhuizen. You just see Hobson just sharing some advice there with the young fella.
Gives himself a bit of room, tries to work that one away on the offside, and again beaten past the outside edge. So good bowling from Akram. He's got 1 ball left in his spell.
This is a free hit here. Trying to clear the ropes, young fella.
Swings high, it's going straight down the ground. I think it's going to fall safely, it does, and they come back for a second, so a good result for the Scorchers. And 2 runs to Esterhuizen, and Hobson will be on strike at the commencement of the final over of the innings.
Yeah, probably a good result there. Down the ground for 2 to keep Hobson on strike for the last over. Expect to see him try and face every ball here. 20th over.
And Wasim Jr. to bowl the final over. Hobson driving down to long on. Elects not to take the run.
Yeah, probably the right call too. Obviously, fancies his chances here, does Hobson.
Yeah, Esterhuizen's just struggled to get him away, hasn't he? So, good call.
You're looking for 2 or 3 boundaries this over, and that edges him up near that 160 total. More than capable is Hobson. Just seeing a slight field change. Long off, long on. Both back. Deep point.
Hobson, a couple of steps down, hits it hard into the leg side, and That fielder had maybe 10 metres to get to that ball, but it's gone all the way past him. So a boundary for to Hobson. Brings up his half century. It's been a terrific knock from Hobson. Came to the crease with the score at 5 for 57 and has helped the Scorchers get to the high 140s in the final over as Jack comes back after having retrieved the ball. And Hobson on strike again. Swings hard again on the leg side. He's going to find the boundary again in the gap between fielders there. So this is a terrific performance from Hobson. He's just saying, Jack, that he brought up his half century with that previous boundary and now has raced to 57 from 40 and of course came to the crease in the 7th over with the score at 5 for 57. So terrific performance from him.
Yeah, he's been terrific today, has Hobson. Took his time early, just 5 off 14 balls at the start of his innings. He's hit 52 off his last 26 deliveries. Just shows you, once you get that platform, how easy it can be to catch up.
Hobson straight down the ground this time. Oh, hand to the ball out there at mid-off by Masood, but just flicked off the fingers and they come back for 2 runs. So just the over they were looking for to finish here with Hobson on strike, having taken 10 from the 3 balls that, or from the 4 balls that he's faced in the over. Of course, electing not to run the single off the first ball of the over. So 2 balls remaining now. Hobson on strike. Steps down the pitch. It's a short ball. Well bowled. Hobson tries to hook it away, but good bowling there from Wasim Jr. Saw him advancing down the pitch. Threw it in short, but not too short. And gets the dot ball.
I'll tell you what's brave piece of bowling. Short ball there with a short leg side boundary for Hobson. If he gets any of that, it's over the ropes and onto the road.
So the last ball of the innings, Wasim Jr. to Hobson. Hobson stands, swings, it's going high in the air. Fielder coming around and the catch is taken. He didn't look like it at any stage really, but nicely taken by Saad Masood and keeps that total to 155, but a great knock from Nick Hobson. Finishes with 59 off 43 balls faced and out off the last ball of the innings.
Yeah, really nice catch there, running backwards. They make it look easy these days to professional cricketers, but just running backwards, looking up into the beautiful Darwin sun there. It's a really nice catch.
That's a difficult catch. Coming over his shoulder. He's done really well and
gets a little slap on the back there for his work. Yeah. Rightly so. As
he should. So after their 20 overs, the Scorchers finish at 8 for 155 and resurrected their innings really. Hobson was integral in that obviously and well supported by Matt Kelly. And Esterhuizen at the end hung around for 7 not out off 12 balls faced and they give themselves some chance, Jack.
Yeah, they do. You feel they're off to a flyer there and riding off that 180-200 score when Wiley and Curtis were getting going, but the Shaheens pulled back really well in a 5-over period, taking just 4 wickets for 3 runs to really halt proceedings. Just see the bowling card there and spin proved the winner for the Shaheens. By the majority of the overs, Wasim Jr. bowling his 4 overs as the sole quick to really go through. Plenty of spin through the middle, which proved really difficult to play. And they bowled a number of change-ups, wrong ends, quicker. It was a great display of bowling.
That's right. They took the wickets and had the economy rates as well to talk about. So, yeah, good performance from the Pakistan Shaheens. Probably the score got away a bit more than they would have hoped, but perhaps when the innings started, a target of 156 they would have been pretty comfortable with, I think. So it's going to be a good run chase. The Scorchers Going to have to bowl well, but just looking at some of the highlights here and see the variations from the spinners. And
just see how far that goes. That's a massive wrong and spinning in there. The Baxter Holt, and pretty easy one for umpire Matt Smith. But again, you just see batters trying to eye off that short boundary today. Proved to be the undoing, and bowler pretty happy with his work there. Followed up with another one a couple of balls later. Straight through Matty Spores. Big appeal there. They were up instantly, but judge not out. That's a poor shot there by Critchell. Just didn't need to do it at that stage of the game, unfortunately. Handy wicket there to get out the set batter in Kelly, who played a handy little cameo to help boost the Scorchers total up towards what it was.
Yeah, really important little knock there from Kelly, and Teague Wiley, the captain at the top of the order, got them going early. But Hobson was the main man, wasn't he? Just held the innings together and powered away in the latter stages.
Yeah, he did. It was the Nick Hobson show for the last 5 or 6 overs before being dismissed on the last ball when proceedings were all but done.
So that's it for the first innings of this match. We've got ourselves a contest. The Perth Scorchers have set the Pakistan Shaheens a target of 156 for victory. We'll be back after the innings break with the Pakistan Shaheens innings.
Are you looking to hit your studies for 6? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
When you move here, it's not just for work, it's for life. Here, culture isn't something you leave behind. It's something you bring with you and share. Great jobs, no long commutes, and weekends that start as soon as Friday ends. From the red desert to the tropical north, this place doesn't just welcome you, it transforms you. Australia's Northern Territory. New boundaries, new territory.
Are you looking to hit your studies for 6? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
Visiting Darwin, Australia? Make your stay a winning one at Darwin Airport Resorts. Just minutes from the airport and a short drive to the city, it's the ideal base for travellers chasing sun, culture or the cricket. With 3 comfortable hotels, 2 inviting pools and 2 on-site dining options, everything you need is right here. Relax, recharge and enjoy the top end at Darwin Airport Resorts.
to Gardens Oval for the resumption of this semi-final match between the Pakistan Shaheens and the Perth Scorchers. We saw the Perth Scorchers recover really to set a target of 156 for the Shaheens after some great rearguard action, mainly by Nick Hobson, but supported well by Matt Kelly. And you see that the Pakistani opening batsmen are at the crease, and just looking at who's going to be opening the bowling. Might be Matt Kelly, is it?
Yeah, it will be Kelly.
Yep. So on strike for the Shaheens will be Yasir Khan. So full and straight, worked away out to point. No run from the first ball. So Matt Kelly following up with the work that he did with the bat.
Right on the money to start there from Kelly. Really looking forward to seeing these two Pakistani opening batters. Great story. Yasir Khan started playing street cricket in Banu. Now opening the batting for the Shaheens here in Darwin.
And again, just coasted away on the offside. Well fielded by Sam Fanning.
These two opening batters have their fair share of first-class experience. Yasir Khan, in particular, emerging in the 2022 Pakistan Super League, putting his name up in the spotlights. And Sadaka, earlier this week, scored a blistering century against the Adelaide Strikers.
It's on full, driven down the ground, but to the fielder at mid-off, and this is a great start from Kelly. Hasn't conceded a run in his first 3 deliveries.
Yeah, he's the leading wicket taker with the ball for the Perth Scorchers. 10 wickets at an economy rate just over 7. So he's their danger man. The men in orange will be looking for to stand up with the ball here this afternoon.
This one short, pulled away. There's a fielder out here. It's going straight to him, and it's a wicket in the first over. Would you believe it? Just the one fielder out in the deep. And Yasir Khan has hit it straight down the throat of Joel Curtis, who takes the catch safely. And the Scorchers are celebrating.
Yeah, celebrating, and rightly so. Pakistan fans quiet in the grandstands opposite us. Not the start they were after. Khan saw the short ball there, took it on to that short boundary, just picking out the sole deep man on the leg side. A nice easy catch in the end.
Yeah, the line was good, wasn't it? Outside the off stump, had to drag it across, and so a terrific start for the Scorchers.
Yeah, pretty well bowled there by Kelly. We've seen them have some success, their quicks throughout the week. Got a fair bit of pace in their attack with Bryce Jackson, Matty Kelly, Brody Couch. It's a strong lineup. They'll fancy their chances here on a quick bouncy Gardens wicket. See Joel Curtis taking a catch out on the deep square leg boundary. Often has the gloves on.
Yeah,
but,
I was going to say he was the wicket keeper in the last game I saw a couple of days ago, but safe hands out in the outfield.
He was disappointed with himself there. Khan looked to get a fair piece of that, but had to go.
Khawaja Nafe, the new batsman at the crease, and half a shout as that one went past the outside edge. So the Scorchers up and about here with a slip in place and almost a leg slip as well, as they're going to bring in a second slip here. So really bold move from the skipper Teague Wiley. I see 2 slips in place in T20 cricket. Again, past the outside edge of the bat. What a terrific start from Matt Kelly. a wicket maiden to start things here for the Perth Scorchers. And get some congratulations from teammates there. Shaheens started fantastic opening over from Matt Kelly. Went past the bat a few times and drew Khan into that hook shot straight to the fielder, backward square.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable start from Kelly. Just the length he was hitting there. At good pace too. He's been a standout all week on and off the field for the Scorchers. Fan favourite down here the other night with the Warwickshire Cricket Club Juniors. Very generous with his time. Great to see him having some success on field. We've got Sadakat on strike now. Boasts a first-class batting average of 39. They'll need all of that here today, will the Shaheens.
So it's Bryce Jackson bowling for the Scorchers. Short. Pushed away on the offside. Oh, his partner was well down the crease. The shot, the sun comes in, but he gets back. Kawaja Nafay was off and running for that single, but sent back.
Tell you what they're up and about here, the Scorchers. Often a case when you may feel you're slightly under par with the bat, you just seem to lift that extra 10% in the field. So get another wicket or two in the power play here. It's game on.
Full, sliced away, backward at point. There's a sweeper out there on the boundary, so the first run of the innings on the board goes to Sadakat. It's a single, and Nafay will be on strike to Jackson.
Really looking forward to seeing Kawaja Nafay here. Interesting story, actually. It was a bit of a social media sensation, I'm told, before his professional cricket debut. Engaged in some cricket videos on social media, and then has backed it up, making a big name for himself with the bat.
So past the outside edge again. I think that's been the result. Every ball he's faced so far. Bowler's right on top here at the moment.
Just so Jackson might have had a bit of friendly advice for him there. As they often do, the big quicks. Generally got a few words of wisdom to share.
Yeah, that's right. They have a bit of bounce about them, don't they?
Yeah, they're an interesting bunch, the quick bowlers.
Ball on the left side. It's hit on the foot. Big shout for LBW. Was trying to work it down to fine leg. But decision doesn't go the Scorchers' way. Replay will be interesting.
Yeah, bowler was interested there. Looked to possibly be sliding down leg, but batter did get across his stumps too. May have just been sliding down leg, I think.
Jackson again. Oh, a big swing this time outside the off stump, and it's 5 balls faced from Nafay. I don't think he's got bat on one yet.
That's just a pressure release shot, that. 4 dot balls. He'd chewed up. That's just poor shot there by Nafay, has to be said. Pressure right on the Shaheens early here in the power play, 1 for 1.
1 for 1, and this the last ball of the second over. Oh, this is on the bat, but it's a leading edge out onto the offside, and again sharp fielding prevents any run. So another terrific over for the Scorchers, and after 2 overs, I don't think they took a run.
No, they didn't. No, I was going to say, I think that.
After 2 overs, Pakistan 1 for 1. Incredible start from the Scorchers.
They possibly could have got a run that last ball. I feel they might have left one out there. Tickets still available for this afternoon's grand final, DXC Arena, 4 p.m. kickoff. No better way to spend your Sunday afternoon. Close the week out.
And a great place to watch cricket on that hill at the northern end of the ground. Great view of the ground and
bit of a sunset later in the evening too, no doubt.
big scoring ground. Just a bit of pace off, I think.
Yeah, really nice shot. Might have been a little off break there from Kelly. Using his height too, bit of bounce. Batter's just signalling there. Adelaide Strikers, Chicago Kingsmen, obviously playing in a semi-final currently at TXA Arena. Chicago Kingsmen, the top side, 6 for 95, in trouble.
Wow. Big swing outside the off stump. The Pakistan Shaheens batsman really struggling at the moment. And it's very good bowling, I've got to say. Kelly just finding that length. That's not extra short. And that's basically going through at about chest height on the Pakistani batsmen who aren't overly tall, it must be said.
It's actually a really nice test cricket length he's hitting, just that back of a length.
Yep.
Just feel it going too hard here, Shaheens.
Swung again, he gets this one away over the fielder at mid-on, and that's going to race away to the boundary, so just releases a little bit of pressure, but he's in the slot a bit more, but the feeling that he was looking to play that shot wherever it was.
I was going to say, wherever that ball was, he was going to play that shot, I imagine. The more dot balls that the Scorchers build here, that pressure release shot will continue to come. Still well behind the 8 ball here to start. We're going to see Kelly come round the wicket. Just asking for a minor adjustment to the side screen by the looks. Just a little hold in play while that gets adjusted. It's been a fantastic tournament. We've touched on it so many times, how the competition's grown in recent years to now have 4 international sides competing, and how great the fans have been all week. The Nepalese community here in Darwin, the Nepalese community around Australia that's travelled to Darwin, made a little holiday out of it, embraced what Darwin has to offer during the dry season here, and amazing that our local Territorians get access to this level of cricket.
Absolutely, and I was going to say that people watching the broadcast from southern states, it's a perfect opportunity to get up to Darwin, see some good cricket, have a look around the town, and the condensed tournament, it's 9 or 10 days, and just fantastic. The weather is always predictable and fantastic as well. So we're back underway from around the wicket, and just cramps them up a bit. That's good.
Half appeal there, a little bit of bat you feel. But yeah, it's amazing how far the tournament's come, and it's a credit to everyone involved, the fantastic partners, NT Tourism in particular, NT Cricket CEO Gav Dovey doing a massive amount of work alongside an awesome team of staff to grow the competition to where it is.
Well, swung away on the left side. There's a fielder out there. The catch is going to be taken. Once again, the fielder out in the deep is singled out. And this time, it's Sadakat. He can't believe that he's picked out the fielder at deep backward square leg. But again, good bowling from Kelly. And Sadakat has to go.
Yeah, really nice start here by the Scorchers. Kelly in particular. On fire. It's a poor shot there from Sadakat. Didn't really go through with it, as we just said on replay. Just almost flicked it into the leg side there, and it gets caught a metre inside that rope. You feel if he goes through with that, gets up onto the roof there almost. Just played within himself, but dot ball pressure from the Scorchers brings about a wicket. 2 for 5 inside the power play.
And Sadakat goes for 5 off 7 balls faced. That's 2 for 5. Almost the end of the third over. Scorchers couldn't have hoped for a better start here.
Yeah, possibly proving just how crucial Hodgson's runs were too at the end of the batting innings, taking their total from what looked to be 120-130 at some stage up near that 160 mark. Could prove to be crucial. Kelly 2 for 4 off 1.5. Do you keep bowling him here while he's on fire? Do you give him a third over?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's certainly a consideration. I saw that the Shaheens, well, that was a spinner. Masood bowled out from the start. Kelly's time on the leg side. Pushed away on the leg side. Abdul Samad, but no run.
Abdul off to a flyer through this tournament. Century earlier in the week. I'll tell you what, need to be on today. 2 for 5. His team in trouble here.
So end of Kelly's second over, he has 2 for 4 from his 2 overs. And probably unorthodoxly for T20 cricket, going to have the 2 opening bowlers continuing to bowl their second over. It's Bryce Jackson continues from this high school end of Gardens Oval. This ball whipped away down the leg side, but again straight to the fielder there, and Pakistan batsmen just struggling to find the gaps in the field when they do get that on ball.
It's only going to get harder too. At the end of this 4-over power play, the field can spread. I imagine they'll adopt a similar tactic here, the Scorchers, and turn some pace off in Rockacholi.
I think Rockacholi's got the best economy rate in the series coming into this game, so we'll keep the pressure on. This one nudged away on the offside, and do get through for a single this time. So Afro off the mark from the 8th ball that he's faced.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Abdul Samad here. He scored an unbeaten 110 against the Melbourne Renegades. Leading run scorer for the team, 3rd leading run scorer in the competition. 226 runs across 6 games. Obviously the 110 not out, the big standout there.
Just pushed back down the pitch. I was looking at those stats this morning. A couple of the Melbourne Stars players at the top of the batting aggregates. They didn't make their way to the finals with that loss against the ACT Comets yesterday.
Yeah, probably a loss they didn't see coming yesterday. The Comets at their best yesterday. It was great to see.
Yeah.
They've learned all week and obviously had access to learning from some quality cricketers.
Short, whipped away on the leg side. Got a good piece of that. That's gone all the way for 6. Just picked it up down the leg side, and 6 runs to Samad. That's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, really nice shot, but a poor ball there from Jackson short on the hip. Easy pickings there for a player of Abdul's quality. And just flipped it away over fine leg, easy as you like. As we just see on replay. Short down leg side, that's easy pickings. No fielder back there. And a well-received boundary by the Pakistan fans.
Oh, this one flown and got the shoulder of the bat, I think, and races away to the 3rd man boundary, but bit of extra bounce that time, surprised Abdul Samad, but flew away safely to a boundary 4.
Yeah, it's taken off that. That's got really high, as we've seen throughout the week here at Gardens Oval. Good pace and bounce, which plays into both batter and bowler's hands.
So a couple of those yesterday bowling from this end that really took off. This one Fuller, driven straight, fielded mid-on by the captain Wiley. So that ends Jackson's over. And clearly the most productive over for Pakistan Shaheens of the innings so far. 11 runs coming from that with the boundary 6 and then the probably fortunate boundary 4 to follow up. But Pakistanis be happy just to get a little bit of momentum on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they will. You feel the Scorchers will be happy with their start here. 2 for 16 of 4. If they were offered that before the start of the power play, they would have taken it. We are going to see a change in bowling. Kelly to have a spell after his 2 overs. Brings young Esterhuizen to the crease with the ball. Played a massive role for Western Australia in the Under-19 National Championships last season. 3 for 21 in the grand final against Victoria to get his side over the line. Different ball game here today against the Shaheens.
It's got some bounce as well, and just got a touch on it over the vacant slip cordon and down to third man for a single. That was an interesting shot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we see the Scorchers bowlers stick to similar tactics here, stay back of the length, use their pace and bounce. He's a big boy, Esterhuizen.
They've got some tall players, tall fast bowlers, haven't they? Get any bounce that there is on offer in the pitch.
Yeah, they're not sure the quicks. WA, they just seem to keep producing them.
Well, if you brought up on those bouncing tracks over there, you'd be tempted to turn yourself into a fast bowler, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's very true too. No doubt. The quicks played a massive part of their success in recent years. Throughout both Big Bash, Shield and one-day domestic tournaments, they've been the side to beat. Perth Scorchers, WA. See another little adjustment in the side screen.
Oh, this one's flying past the shoulder of the bat again, and good lengths, good line, and good pace from Esterhuizen.
Yeah, real good pace and bounce there. Just see keeper taking that up above his head almost. Backs to hold. Yeah, just see him take that right up by his eye line. Beautiful pace and bounce from Esterhuizen. It's going to be a tough customer to get away here. Field set for the back of the length ball.
Gets onto the front foot this time, keen for the single, but that's it the stumps, and it's a run out. It's been given, so magnificent piece of fielding inside the circle on the offside. Samad can't believe it. He's reluctant to leave the crease, but great throw, hit the stumps, and
they're still down on a knee, but he's been given out, so you've got to go, unfortunately. Great piece of fielding there from the Scorchers, and gee, didn't they like that? They're up and about. We're excited with that one. They know how much that wicket means and what he's capable of. Samad.
Yeah, crucially important wicket, and
let's have a look on replay here, try and work out who the fielder is. Might be Nick Hobson after his work. Just see the excitement there. Young Esterhuizen up and about. That's what you want from a young fella, don't you? Bring the energy around the group. But great piece of fielding there from Hobson.
Yeah, he's having a day, Nick Hobson.
Tell you what, he didn't like that, Samad, but he has to go. 10 off 7.
Yes, just pushing the boundaries, staying there for that long. Gone now, and now it's the captain at the crease, Irfan Niazi.
You'll need a captain's knock here today. Will Irfan Niazi, they're in trouble here, the Shaheens at 3 for 17.
Oh, this one flying through outside the off stump, and bit of a wave at it, but no contact made.
Tell you what, it's absolute credit to the curators throughout this week. Done a fantastic job preparing wickets across 4 venues with Jerry Wood last Sunday.
Yeah.
Been plenty of cricket between Australia A, Australia International T20s against South Africa, straight into this top end T20 series. They're working round the clock, but we've got another belter wicket here today at Gardens Oval.
This one worked away through the leg side. It's going out close to the boundary. They're going to have to work hard to hold it up. They do, and come back for a third run. So nicely done, and a positive shot from Irfan Niazi to get himself off the mark. I think that makes it 5 venues, doesn't it? TIO Stadium.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 5 venues. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, TIO, DXC Arena, Gardens Oval, Kazali's Arena, and the one game out at Jerry Wood. Yep. Yeah, you're right. 5 venues.
This one worked away through the slip area. No slips in place, of course, and just for a single. So FA starting to get some bat on ball now. He's got a role to play here with his captain. So the end of the 5th over, and Pakistan Shaheens 3 for 21.
Here's the man you wanted to see, Stu. We're going to see some spin with Rocacholi, as he touched on best economy in the competition so far. And he's really put his name up in the spotlights in recent years too. We'll talk about him being a future Test cricketer for Australia, post Nathan Lyon era.
I love his approach to the crease, a really bouncy run in to his delivery stride. I'd like to see him bowl 25 or so overs in a day and see if he still bounces in this way. Oh, big swing off the pad down the leg side, and they scramble through for a leg bye. So probably not the line he was looking for to start with the shoulder.
No, missed his line there, got away with it, and leg bias, it doesn't go against his figures. Maintains nice start to his economy rate, which is just 4.8 throughout the tournament. 6 wickets to match.
Oh, let's drag this one down. Wide ball is called down the leg side, and they'll also complete the further 2 runs. So, yeah, great stuff. Rocacholi here.
No, poor start from Rocacholi, it's got to be said. Tough work for Baxter Holt behind the stumps there. It goes down as wide, so it doesn't hurt him.
It's a better line, just punched away on the offside, and then through for a pretty easy single.
So you want to be 6'2", 6'3", Rocacholi, and buzz off spin.
Yeah.
Tricky customer to get away.
Back foot of point, but no run there.
Doesn't currently hold a Perth Scorchers contract. Previously played with the Melbourne Renegades and Melbourne Stars. Tournament provides an opportunity to push his case.
Big swing at this one, and that's going straight down the ground, and that's beautifully struck all the way over the boundary rope and the oval fence. Finally finds the middle of the bat and clears the boundary easily.
Yeah, well applauded by the Shaheen fans in the Tiger Brennan stand, just on screen before.
This time swinging, but dragging it down back behind square, and just through for a single this time. So the last ball of Rocacholi's first over in this match. Oh, and, just a little inside edge onto the pads, so no run. 11 runs from the first Rocacholi over, and after 6 overs, Pakistan Shaheens 3 for 33.
An uncharacteristic expensive over there for Rocacholi, 11 runs coming from it. Thanks to a nice boundary from Nafe. Just looking at the worm there, you can just see early wickets have hurt the Shaheens. They're well below that orange Scorchers worm at this stage.
Just coming into that period where Scorchers collapsed, isn't it?
Coming into the, yeah, absolutely. That was 4 for nothing, really. Just see on screen there, the required run rate now up around that 8.8 mark. Spin proved to be successful for the Shaheens. They're going to go back-to-back spinners here at the Scorchers with Matthew Spores into the attack. Who was previously a top-order batter, now confirmed into an attacking leg spinner.
Yeah, a bit of pace on that one. The leg spinner. Short and outside the off stump. Gets through to the keeper. This one given a bit more air, and Maffei off the front foot gets it down to long on. And Niazi comes back for the second run.
Touched on it earlier, but Spores boasts a bit of international cricket experience playing for Canada. 10 T20 internationals, 5 one-day internationals.
Oh,
that's huge.
Big hit over mid-wicket. It's just swiped all the way out of the park, I think.
That's probably the biggest you'll see this week. That is into Eva's Garden Cafe across the road.
Had breakfast there a week or so ago. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, beautiful spot in amongst the botanical gardens. Just another one of the plenty beautiful offerings Darwin has. I'll tell you what, happy that I'm not sitting over there at the moment. That was huge. Just not too bad a ball either from Spores, just in the slot, and the fade just went bang. Knew it was 6 straight away.
This time, watchful, pushes it back to Spores. So it's been a big mixed bag from Maffei, hasn't it? A couple of big sixes, and really struggled at the start of his innings to lay that on ball.
8 or 9 balls to get off the mark. It's away now.
On the pad, half a shout really, and by John Gannett shakes his head. Obviously a bit of bat on that one. There's no signal, so through for a single.
A little bit quicker there from Spores. He's actually got out of this over so pretty well so far. After the big 6 over the road. He'll be looking to get out of this over cheaply on the last ball here.
Drive into the offside. It'll just be a single, but good start against the spinners for the Pakistan Shaheens, with 10 runs coming from Spores over, so just accelerating a bit through those first 2 overs of spin. 343 under 7.
Yeah, expensive couple of overs against the spinners, brings about a change in bowling. Going to go back to some pace on by the looks. So it might be Keaton Crenshaw with ball in hand. Number 8. Missed out with the bat today, but I suppose the benefit of being an all-rounder is a chance to make up with the ball.
Slower full ball sliced away into the offside. Good fielding on the boundary rope down there by Joel Curtis. Just knocks it back and then tidies up, and through for 2 runs to start the over. Coming through the headsets at the moment. We're thankful for it, of course. Ball and driven down General. Good fielding, got a hand on that. Hobson again. Kept it to a single.
Yeah, they've been really good in the field here, the Scorchers. They're all up and about. They know there's so much to play for here. These last 12 and a half overs, game on the line. Just feel they're 1 or 2 wickets away from really breaking this game open.
Ball and pushed away through the offside field, and another single.
Really good opportunity here for Critchell with the ball. Actually had to put his career on hold. PE teacher back in Perth. It's on hold while he pursues his cricket dreams. Scored back-to-back centuries. WA second 11 last year against Tasmania.
Just driven away to the fielder at point. Spores fields that nicely. Not bad back career.
No.
PE teacher.
Absolutely. PE teacher's definitely a nice career to fall back on. No doubt sharing his passion for cricket with the next generation of kids coming through.
This one forward, worked away on the onside. Hobson knocks it down, but they get through for the single.
They're starting to get a little partnership together here. Pakistan. They need it too. That run rate still sitting, or required run rate sitting around the 8.8, 8.9 mark. I feel this one will go right down to the wire either way.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a pretty tidy start from Critchell. 5 runs from the over so far. And again, a little bit of pace off worked around forward of square. And FA through for a single. He retains the strike and takes his score to 21 balls from 21 faced. And Pakistan Shaheens 3 for 49 after the 8th over.
Yeah, the Scorchers are going to stick with pace on here. Go back to the young fella in Esterhuizen, who was impressive in his first over. Interesting spin, proved so successful for the Shaheens, but not so far for the Scorchers. I suppose the Shaheens batters have the luxury of facing their spinners all the time in the nets at training.
That's true. And, yeah, you see that they don't have too many big fast bowlers in their outfit to practice against in the nets either. So certainly some big men in this Scorchers. So this one's just lost down the leg side. The high ball is called, but FA had moved quite a way across, trying to walk it down the palm leg way. But a wide is called, so Mr. Harrison to start again.
A few nerves in the grandstand opposite us, I reckon. They've quieted down a little bit. You've got 2 different stands. You've got Pakistan supporters in one, Scorchers fans in the other. Bit of tension over there at the moment.
So short outside the off stump. Trying to cut it away, but no bat on ball. Through to the keeper.
Yeah, just extra pace and bounce there from Esterhuizen. A different challenge here for the Shaheen batters. May not be as used to. Conditions they're probably not as familiar with.
This one worked away really fine. Almost an edge to that down the third man line. Misfield down there. Sees it bobble out and over the boundary line for 4. So Brooks Jackson down there. Slide in to try and field, but might have just bobbled on him a bit. Gets away from boundary 4.
Needed boundary at that for the Shaheens. I feel this is key partnership here for them. A little let off there by the Scorchers. Every run matters.
Short and just dragged down into the outside really, but gets it away outside the inner circle. And only the single. So FA just starting to accelerate a little bit now. 26 off 24 after a very slow start. Niazi, it's a ball over the shoulder is signalled for that one.
I don't think that'll bother him too much. He'll go again here, I reckon. Expect this to be back a length again. No.
Off the hand, and it's a right. Unbelievable. Straight back to the bowler. Esterhausen got a hand to it, ricocheted onto the stumps. And how unfortunate can you be for Maffei? He's run out at the bowler's end. It's not one of those that was struck along the ground back towards the stumps. It's taken a big deflection from up high onto the stumps and run out in the unluckiest of manners there.
Yeah, you feel it was almost intentional. We'll see here on replay. It might have been an intentional little flip back there from Esterhausen. Maybe not.
A bit of a drag there.
He's not happy with it. You just see the passion and how much this means to players and fans. Unfortunately, the set batter in Maffei has to go. It's never a nice feeling getting one out there. There's no worse way to go.
That's right. So he goes for 26 from 24 balls faced, and Pakistan pulled to 4 for 55, a very similar scoreline to what the Scorchers were in their innings.
Yeah, we're looking for someone to stand up here. Someone's going to need to take on the role that Nick Hobson did for the Scorchers if they had a chance of edging closer to this score.
Slashed away on the offside, it's going all the way down, and Bryce Jackson having the work to do in the outfield. It got past him this time and over the boundary line for 4 to Niazi. Of course, the new batsman at the crease at the non-striker's end. Looks like a change in the batting order for them as well. It's the wicketkeeper, Ghazi Gori, who's come to the crease at number 6.
This one might have to come at number 11.
Yeah.
It's a fair slide up the order.
So that's interesting. Short outside the off stump and wide ball called. So Esterhausen just not quite getting it right at the moment.
Just hear the Shaheens supporters in the background there, up and about for every run here, getting behind their side. It's not every day you get to cheer on your home side in Australia.
Absolutely right. And, yeah, the support for both sides has been fantastic all through the series. This one worked away, back little square. And, Curtis coming in to tidy up, keeps it to a single, and that ends the Esterhausen over. It's 2 overs so far and come at a cost of 17 runs, and Pakistan after 9 overs 4 for 61. Target, of course, 156.
Yeah, 4 for 61 off 9, going well and truly in the balance here. 95 off 66 required. And going to go back to their season spinner, Rocket Trolley. After an expensive first over, he'll be looking to bounce back here. You really feel now they're a wicket away from breaking this game well and truly open. Power surge will be the key for the Shaheens. They could win or lose the game in those couple overs, you feel.
So that's the captain Niazi on strike, just angles this one down through the slip area, and the batting comes back for a second. Niazi's looked pretty composed at the crease, hasn't he? Might be the one that they need. This time working it into the onside, out to the fielder coming in from deep mid-wicket, Sam Fanning. Rockets the return in, so just a single.
Yeah, like how Niazi's gone about it since he's come out. He's been busy, come out with really positive intent, but hasn't gone overboard either. You feel a few of their batters possibly just got a little bit carried away. Niazi Aussies sort of just steadied the ship a little bit here.
So Rory facing his first ball. Giving a bit of air. Just nudged away on the offside. No run.
That's what they were looking for here. The Scorchers back-to-back dot balls. Try and draw a pressure shot out. Especially the new batter.
This one worked away on the offside. Slid down quickly through for the single. So Shaheens a lot tidier so far in this over. Well, big swing this time. It's the fielder out there. It's gone straight to him. Just as we were singing the praises of Niazi and how composed he's been, he just loses it there and goes for the big swing again, straight down the fielder's throat. And Rockacholi gets some success in his second over.
Old-fashioned commentator's curse there. Yeah, singing his praises for how composed he'd been. Just steadied the ship, but just really didn't need to play that shot. The Shaheens skipper dragged that from wide outside the off stump and picked out Sam Fanning there in the deep. Takes a nice catch. It was hit pretty hard. Taken easily. Pressure well and truly on the Shaheens now with the loss of their skipper. The experienced Irfan Nazi has to go.
So 5 for 65 in the 10th over. And two new batsmen at the crease. Lost their way a little bit here. They be in some sort of control and 2 run-outs in those 5 wickets as well, which is good work from the Scorchers fielders. They've looked on their game in the field, haven't they? Really, apart from perhaps a misfield or 2 from Bryce Jackson out by the boundary. So next ball comes in. New batsman at the crease is Khan. He gets off the mark with a single. So that's the halfway mark of the allocated overs. They're 5 for 66 with the required run rate of 9 to achieve the target set.
Yeah, 5 for 66 at the halfway stage. Scorchers recognise this opportunity and they go back to their strike man. It's not Bright Strike actually, it's Keaton Critchell again, apologies. Just see on screen there, the back-to-back wickets both sides have lost in clumps. Coach Killers. Halfway stage, Stu, would you rather be in orange or green?
Well, with no batsman set at the crease, I think the Scorchers are in the box seat at the moment. 5 down, 9 and over required. This one just nudged back to the bowler, Critchell.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think rather be in orange at the moment. Obviously power surge still to come. May prove to be the key. The Shaheens going to need someone to stand up here as Hobson did earlier today.
Bounce on that. There's a big shout from caught behind. He's been given. And just a flick off the glove or the shoulder of the bat there. But good bounce again. Bounce and pace. And yes, the Scorchers clearly on top now with the Pakistan Shaheens collapsing to 6 for 66. Just look at the replay here. Just off the edge up near the shoulder of the bat, I think. Good ball.
Yeah, it's a peach of a delivery that. Just back of the length. Got bigger on him than he thought. We can't do much with that actually. The Scorchers know their strengths and they're sticking to them here. Really using the pace and bounce out of this Gardens Oval deck. 6 for 66. I suppose the incentive to take these 10 wickets is you get an earlier finish, more downtime between games.
Exactly right. But it's amazing how close the teams are, because Scorchers lost their 6th wicket at 69 on the last ball of the 10th over. So very tight, very tight. But we know how well they played from here on.
They did play well from here, but that required run rate still hasn't got out of hand yet. Just a tick over 9.
Yeah. Edge first ball's through to the keeper, and all of a sudden Keaton Critchell finds himself on a hat-trick.
Gee, this is a really good piece of bowling. As we just see a replay here, it's a poor shot, hands away from the body, just poking at that for the simplest occasions there. Baxter Holt, 2 in 2 balls. Good piece of bowling, poor piece of batting.
Masood have juggled their batting order and is not paying dividends for them. So Masood first ball and 7 for 66 the scoreline. We certainly didn't predict anything like this coming to the game today. We thought Gardens Oval, good pitch, high scoring ground. For the most part, the bowlers on top.
Yeah, bowlers have dominated. Spin dominated for the Shaheens earlier today, and it's been pace that's dominated out here this afternoon for the Scorchers. It's going to see a hat-trick ball. Don't think we've had a hat-trick in the 2025 top end series. Could this be the first? Keaton Critchell, ball in hand. I'd like to see him bring a slip in for this hat-trick ball, which they may be doing. If he bowls the same ball, we're very close to the same outcome here. Yeah, I like it. Aggressive field setting here. Possibly have 2 slips in here.
Yeah, the difference being, of course, it's a left-hander on strike. Keaton Critchell going around the wicket, but don't often get the chance at a hat-trick ball in T20 cricket, so Critchell will be fired up here to get one in the right area.
Crowd tucking him in. Might have gone a fraction early on the club. I'm going to wait for the side screen to be moved. We'll have to start that club again shortly. But you just feel the Scorchers really sensing that they're on top of this game, as we're going to see another fielder come into the ring. They're going to have 8 fielders in the ring, just the one fielder outside the inner circle, which is fine leg. Really know they've got their foot on the throat here and going very close to booking themselves into the grand final this afternoon.
So that's Joel Curtis going in up into the gully. Now we're set. Mumtaz on strike. Keaton Critchell, coming in on the hat-trick ball round the wicket. He's got the hat-trick! Can you believe it? He's got the big swipe, Mumtaz. Keaton Critchell got it on line. Look at his teammates celebrate. Straight through, hit the middle stump, and there we go. We have had a hat-trick now in the series. Terrific piece of bowling from Keaton Critchell. Look at the replay here. Big swipe and not the shot to play on the hat-trick ball, you wouldn't think.
Keaton Critchell, he's up and about and rightly so. Look at his teammates get around him. He's popular in the changing room, so it's a popular result there for the Scorcher lads. 8 for 66, a hat-trick to Keaton Critchell. Not many would have seen that coming. He's known more for his batting, but part of history here today. Gardens Oval gets his name in the scorebook.
Fantastic, isn't it? What a spell. And gee, that's 3 wickets in 3 balls, and you would almost say that understand Shaheens just going through the death throws now. They really would not have any batter to come, you wouldn't think. And the batsman who's not out at the crease has faced 2 balls, got 1 run, and was originally listed to bat number 11. So it's Wasim Jr. coming to the crease now at number 10.
I'll tell you what, there's possibly a mad scramble in those change rooms to get your gear on.
Yeah.
Hat trick often catches you off guard, no doubt. I'll tell you what, it was a poor shot for a hat trick ball.
Absolutely.
For any ball, it was a poor shot. It was a wild slog, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly right. And just hoping to get away with it, but
they're going to persist with this field too. 8 inside the inner circle. I like this.
yeah, he's right on top of his game at the moment, Critchell. Oh, this one just kept out on the leg side. So 3 wickets and 2 dots in the over so far from Critchell. There's the amazing figures of 3 for 6 with 1 ball to bowl in his second over.
Field's going to scatter now for the 6 ball the over. Possibly just look to give Wasim a single here, keep the strike, and bowl him again next over. Possibly the thinking here from Wiley, Scorchers captain.
Not sure they've seen enough of Gorey to warrant keeping him off the strike, but Critchell again. Slash outside the off stump, beats the bat. What an amazing over. Probably the best over of the tournament, you would think. 3 wickets, no runs. And keeping Critchell, he's got something to tell those kids back in school now, hasn't he?
Absolutely. You think his kids may be sitting in class with it on the laptops at the moment, possibly over in Perth, tuning in, cheering on their teacher. Just see the highlights here. There's a poor shot there to bring about a wicket. Hands well away from the body. And then the hat-trick ball there. That's a poor shot. It's got to be said.
The bowling got it in exactly the right area, but Throkachowi again now. Just worked the way down backward a point. They'll come back for a second here. Gorey so takes his score to 3 from 3 balls faced.
Field barring a miracle, the Scorchers got a long way to booking their hopes of taking out the top end series later this afternoon.
Oh, this one just finding the outside edge by the looks, and they're coming back for 2. Probably could have got 3 if they pushed it hard, but they just settled for the 2. It was off the outside edge, down past the keeper, Baxter Holt. This one cut away through the point area, turning blind, coming back for the second. It's going to be close, but he makes his ground. Yeah, notice that on the couple that have been out on the offside. He keeps the bat in the right hand, turns blind. The way to do it, you would think.
No, definitely not the way juniors are coached. Turning blind is all coach killer.
This one worked away on the onside. Just jogged through for a single.
They won't want to let this linger too long here, the Scorchers. They'll be happy to wrap things up as soon as possible, earn themselves a bit of an extra break before their grand final this afternoon, you'd think.
And you'd imagine that the Shaheens would have to take the power surge next over, wouldn't they? Have nothing left. This one just pushing forward back to the bowler.
Well, they were basically batting in a power surge last over, essentially, with 7 or 8 inside that circle. But yet, you feel they're going to have to take it.
Just a bit more air this time, and work down the field to long on. So Wasim Jr. will retain the strike. Pachauri's third over completed. He has the figures of 1 for 24. Pakistan 8 for 74 after 12.
We talk about the experience that's here in Darwin throughout the top end T20 series, none more so than Wasim Junior in the middle at the moment. He's got 2 test matches to his name, debuted against England in Karachi, known for his right-arm pace bowling, which we saw earlier today obviously, but what a cool opportunity even for his own teammates that are on the domestic scene in Pakistan to sit in the same change room and learn from a guy with some test experience.
Fantastic, isn't it? And yeah, we just see not good enough from Keaton Critchell. He's replaced at the crease.
They weren't happy with his 3.
So Bryce Jackson.
Jackson's their strike bowler. You feel they're hopefully looking to wrap things up here, is what they'll be looking to do.
Worked away on the inside, but straight to the fielder. No run, scores to the fielder.
Quite a nice shot actually, off the pads. Struck that beautifully. Can't imagine Jackson pitched too many more up. Might get another one back of a length here, you'd think.
Oh, it's full off the pad. It trickles down on the leg side. And the keeper Baxter Holt running around to do the fielding. They get through for a leg by.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't taken the power surge. You feel to keep their chances alive in this series, something has to give here. Just dealing in singles at the moment, which won't cut it for much longer.
Gorey just working around that front pad really. Don't take much of a stride forward. Pushed it back.
They've been full so far this over as Jackson. They've had success from those back of the length deliveries. Just going to persist on that full length.
This one's short, and helped on its way high in the air. Could it be caught down there? It is! Unbelievable scenes here as that one just helped on its way, but the fielder in the perfect position to take the catch. Ghazi Gori cannot believe what's just happened. Straight down the throat and the catch taken. And everything's gone right for the Scorchers in their performance in the field, and it was the big fella Esterhaus, wasn't it, took the catch down there. Just look on the replay here, and it helped it on its way and was flying away to the boundary. And Esterhaus,
Might be Critchell actually.
oh, Critchell, yeah,
The hat-trick man.
yeah. So catch taken, and the 9th wicket goes down.
They've had some success with that short ball today. The Scorchers felt it was a matter of time before they turned to it again and brings out another wicket.
Corey goes for 8 from 8 balls faced, and 9 for 75 is the score line in the 13th over. Any update from the other game, Jack?
Yeah, having a look now. Mackenzie Harvey's heroics last night with 100. Unfortunately out for 5 this afternoon. Adelaide Strikers chasing 130 to lock themselves into the grand final. They're 2 for 41 off 5.5. Need a run ball. 90 off 86, just a tick over.
This one falls, squirted away behind point. And through for the single is Fazal Akram, the 11th. The Shaheens batsman gets off the mark from the first ball he faces.
It's just so obviously worked out with an international side versus a domestic side in this semi-final. Same in the other semi-final with the Chicago Kingsmen taking on the Adelaide Strikers. So far, you feel the two Australian sides on top.
Oh, big swing over the leg side. There was a chance here, or bounces just short of Hobson down there, and they take the single. And I would have thought going into the games that the two international sides were probably the favourites. Finished higher on the ladder.
Yeah, finished 1 and 2, but as is often the case in T20 cricket, it's a funny game.
Oh, absolutely.
It seems to happen more and more where those 3rd and 4th place teams sneak their way through.
So the 13th over completed. Shaheens 9 for 77, and Esterhuizen coming back into the attack.
He's been good today, Esterhuizen.
Yeah.
Good pace, good bounce.
Yeah.
Expect him to stick with that here. Deep square leg, deep fine leg. Deep backward point. Deep cover. Field set for back of a length bowling.
So there are 5 inside the circle.
Yeah, aggressive first slip in place. I like it.
Big swing out to the leg side. It's going to fall just short. No run taken. Oh, the throw comes in, and could have had 2 in the end, but still no run. It's clearly Wasim Jr. who wants to take the bulk of the strike.
Interesting. Farming strike, still 7 overs to go, and you need 80. And he's going to have to get plenty of them. Clearly.
Works this one around the corner, fielder down there, and in the end they decide to take the run. Both stopped in the middle of the pitch for a while, and eventually decided to go through. So
neither really sure what they were doing there. Do they take it? Don't they take it? If that was the tactics they were going to go, I'm amazed they haven't taken the power surge to bring that field up to allow Wasim to go over the infield possibly. A little bit easier, but yeah, not the case.
oh, this one's short up on the splice of the bat, and he scrambled through for a single. So Akram happy to get to the other end, I think. Yeah, maybe the, I don't know how many competitions use the power surge, and maybe not something that's front of mind as a tactical ploy for some of these international teams.
Yeah, fair point. Very true. You just feel scans filtering out now.
Yeah.
Just see a couple of field changes. Third man coming up, mid-off going back. Might pitch this one up a little bit fuller.
Yeah, bit of pace off. Gets past the outside edge. So yeah, this Pakistan Shaheens innings really going nowhere. Just a couple of runs from this over. Only the 1 wicket left. These are the last 2 batsmen at the crease. And it's been a disappointing end really to the series for the Pakistan Shaheens. They've given us so much entertaining cricket across the 9 or 10 days. This one nudged away into the gully area, no run.
Just going to see a little field change. Going to bring an extra fielder up inside the ring to possibly try and cut off a single here. Last ball the over. Keep Akram on strike again next over as long off comes up into the circle to mid off. As I say that, he runs back out again.
ball sliced away through the offside. Not got a hand to it. Looks like it'll make its way all the way to the boundary. Just triples into padding out there now, and boundary 4 off the last ball of the over. Sees Wasim Jr. advanced to 7 from 12 balls faced, and after 14 overs, Pakistan Shaheens 9 for 83.
Yeah, great to see still the Shaheens fans in the house waving their flags, cheering their team on. It looks as though they have opted to take the power surge here. Umpire John Ganane signals the power surge being taken, and Matt Kelly back with ball in hand after a superb spell earlier on.
Doing the early damage. 2 early wickets in the 2 overs that he bowled.
Deep mid-wicket, deep square leg in play here.
Big swing at this one outside the off stump. No contact through to the keeper Holt on the bounce.
Had some success with the short ball earlier on today. Did Kelly. Couple caught on the boundary. Would be shocked if he turns to that again here. He's got the field set for it. Deep backward square leg, deep mid-wicket in play. It's a fair hit out that way.
It's full in the block hole and dug out. They're through for the single. Shot at the stumps.
Was he just giving up then?
He had just given up then. He was
just walking.
He was almost inviting Roccachelli to hit the stumps then.
He just walked those last couple. Can't believe what I've just watched.
Yeah. No desperation at all to make his ground.
Didn't even try to get there. He just gave up a few metres out there. Gee. Missed though, and lives to see another ball.
Short, attempted hook shot there. Misses through to the keeper. It's 1 ball over the shoulder for the over.
Gee, that's well bowled. Pace on, well directed. Just a smidge over the shoulder, but below the batter's head, so it doesn't count as a wide.
Yeah, it'd be easy to lose that one too high, wouldn't it? And, the line was perfect. One bit of pace off outside the off stump.
Gee, that's well bowled. Gone from full pace bouncer to slower and fuller. Really well bowled by Matt Kelly, showing his class, his experience. Been around the first class scene for quite some time now.
Whipped away on the onside. One bounce to the fielder in the deep, Hobson. And through for a single. So Akram on strike to face the last ball of this Kelly over. Doesn't look particularly comfortable against the quicker stuff.
Don't expect to get this in his half either to close out the over.
Oh, he swung through that one. He's got a good piece of it out to long on there. Coming in, the fielders fall over each other, and they get back for 2 runs. Stopped it just inside the boundary, but a real mix-up out there. The boundary was saved. Just a big swing out, swipe outside, out on the offside. Look at the fielders here. Lose their footing, run into each other. No damage done. 2 runs, the result.
Now after the collision, he's going to come and bowl again. Esterhuizen. 1 wicket to win for the Perth Scorchers to book their spot in the grand final later this afternoon. Looks as though the game over at DXC Arena may go down to the wire. Adelaide Strikers 3 for 55 off 9 overs. 76 off 11 overs required.
Advancing down the pitch. Wasim Junior. But no contact outside the off stump.
They're always frustrating partnerships, these 10th wicket ones, but you feel the game's filtering out. There's probably no real chance of chasing these 70 runs off the last 5 overs.
Exactly right. And,
never easy to get that 10th wicket.
Yeah, you just want to wrap it up and get off and have a shower. Ball smashed away into the offside, well fielded. Diving away to his right. Teague Wiley, the captain. Bench any run.
It's actually contacting the ball okay, just picking out fielders, unfortunately, as we've seen. Imagine there'll be a short ball coming at some point. It's gone full to start.
Slower, and that's one smashed away down the ground, over long on. It's going all the way for 6. So he said that he's contacting the ball well, and certainly no exception there. Got it over the boundary line, picked up the slower ball nicely, up and underneath it, and carried all the way over the rope.
That's a really nice shot. I've just seen on replay there, just stands still. It's almost like a little helicopter flick of the wrist. Great power there from Wasim. Just how still he is at point of contact. It's an incredible shot. See how the big quick bounces back.
Goes again, this time over the bowler's, the umpire's hat, and straight down the ground for a boundary 4. So a little bit of rearguard action here from the Pakistan Shaheens, and Wasim Junior takes his score to 18 from 19 face now.
Another really nice shot there by Wasim, straight down the ground over the bowler's head. As you'll see on replay, again just so still. Straight over the bowler's head, beautiful cricket shot.
So he's persisted in pitching up. It'll be interesting to see what comes here.
Fast bowlers don't bang like hit to the boundary, especially twice in a row. You feel he wants to bowl short, but he's got a field set long on, going back, set for a full ball possibly again.
Oh, really thought it's a full toss above waist high, and he apologises. That one obviously didn't come out right, so it'll be a no ball on a free hit.
Yeah, no ball, free hit. Wasim will be looking to make full use of this. What an opportunity here for Esterhuizen, though, bowling the power surge over, trusted by his skipper Teague Wiley. Matt Kelly standing next to him at mid-off, sharing his experience.
It's full, struck down the ground on the bounce to the fielder, and just the single taken. So the score goes up to 99 with 1 ball remaining in the 16th over, and it'll be Faisal Akram to face this last ball of Esterhuizen's spell.
Wasim just sharing some advice there with young Akram. Probably just get through this one and I'll do the hitting from the other end, I'd suggest.
So still over the wicket to the left-hander. Oh, it's So that brings up to 100 for Pakistan. And the partnership from these two has moved along to 25. So Mr. Husband will have to go back and do it all again here.
Well, do you dare to dream if you're the Shaheens? Still a sniff.
You hear some noise from their supporters in the grandstand.
They come alive now. Does his role. Forward defence. Closes out the 16th over. Score 9 for 100. So that required rate there of 14. So they just need 4 more overs, the same as that last one.
Exactly.
Might be Critchell back with the ball.
It is Critchell with those wonderful figures of 3 for 6 from 2 overs. Of course, the 3 wickets coming in consecutive balls to record the hat-trick in the middle of his second over.
Looking to finish proceedings here. 1 wicket required for the Scorchers. 56 runs required from the 4 overs for the Shaheens.
So a late change of gloves there. Just delays things a little bit. On strike. He's become the second highest scorer in the innings for the Shaheens with his 19 from 21 balls faced. Back, swinging around on the leg side, gets just past the fielder inside the circle and runs away for a boundary for a bit of standard delivery there, and in the end just helped it on its way around the corner.
Well, momentum slowly starting to swing. Shaheens finding the boundary on a few occasions. But they're going to have to keep finding it.
Swings this one down to long on, and a misfield down there. They still decline to go through for the single. So
might have even been an intentional misfield there, I reckon. Just try and lure them into thinking they could run 2.
yeah, Sam Junior happy to take the responsibility here. Slower this time into the covers, and they do take the single, so it's a bit bewildering, really.
Yeah, not sure why you take it that ball but not the one before, if you were going to take it.
Still 3 balls left in the over, so
Interesting decision to not run on the second ball but then run on the third ball. Wasim out there's probably saying, oh, I've got it under control. And that's why I'm sitting here.
it'll be Akram, number 11 batsman today. She face Keaton Mitchell, who will come around the wicket. It's ball, past the outside edge of the bat. Good bowling. Been about a number of times in this innings, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Just a bit of extra pace and bounce, possibly to what the Shaheens are used to. But they have beat that on a number of occasions.
See Bryce Jackson down in front of us here, limbering up, suggesting he might bowl the next over from this end if required. Mitchell off the outside edge and runs down to Jackson, the third man here. They get the single off the fifth ball of the over.
We'll see him on strike, importantly for the Shaheens. Interesting to see what he does this ball, though. Do you look for a single to keep a strike, or are you trying to find the boundary? You probably need the boundary, but he also needs a strike.
Face up again, puts it away in the offside, and it's going close to the boundary, but they just walk through for a single to end the over. So with 3 overs remaining available to them, Pakistan Shaheens move to 9 for 107. So 49 required from the remaining 18 balls is a huge task. But they're still out there, having come together with a score of 75. So
yeah, it's been a really nice partnership this by the Shaheens to keep their hopes alive. Would have been easy just to almost give up going into the last few overs, but they haven't. It's possibly their last game on Australian soil, and they're fighting hard. A required rate up at 16s now. She's going to have no choice but to go quite hard here.
So it's going to be Bryce Jackson coming in for his final over.
Yeah, he's been good today, Jackson. 1 for 14 off the 3 overs. Looking to make that 2 here now.
On the back foot, he swings high. There's a fielder getting underneath this, and the catch is taken out in the deep. So that's the end of the match. This time it was Rockachowi out there in the outfield, a big hit and the catch taken, and the Scorchers advance to the final of this 2025 Top End T20 series, to be played later this afternoon at DXC Arena. As we just watch the replay, just lean back on the back foot, trying to swipe it away, held up in the air and nicely judged. Perhaps fell a little bit shorter than we thought, but took the catch comfortably. And Bryce Jackson happy to get himself another wicket as well. But in the end, a pretty comprehensive victory to the Scorchers, who were in all sorts of trouble themselves early in their innings, with six wickets down for 69 after 10 overs, but terrific rearguard action, great innings from Nick Hobson, and assisted by Matt Kelly in that second half of the innings. But great victory to the Scorchers, and they go into the final with a fair bit of confidence that they can be successful, you would think.
Yeah, they do. The defence winning form of the Scorchers, and as he touched on, fantastic rearguard action from Nick Hobson to anchor their innings home, really get them up towards that competitive total, which we still thought was possibly under par. Proved to be enough with their quicks doing the job with the ball.
Yeah, so as I said before, disappointing end to the series for the Pakistan Shaheens. They've really entertained us throughout the week. They finished the series, the round robin series, second place on the ladder. As we just look at the batting card there, and see the top score being 26 from Hafay, and next was Wasim with 25 and the last batsman out. So yeah, just no real batting, no real partnerships put together to give them a chance, and bowling figures there are pretty flattering, aren't they, for the first angle. Matt Kelly bowled really well, 2 for 8 from his 3, and Keaton Pritchell, of course, with that hat-trick, 3 for 13. So good bowling performance. It was a contrast. The Scorchers relied more on the pace bowlers, while the Shaheens relied on their spinners, as we would have expected. But it's a good victory for the Scorchers. They advance to the final. We thank the Pakistan Shaheens for what they've brought to this top-end series, and trust and hope that they will be back again for next year's series, Jack. But they'd be a little bit disappointed with what's happened today.
Yeah, they've been fantastic. Players, support staff, the fans around Darwin that have really rallied behind their team. It's amazing what they bring to the competition, both on and off the field, around the grounds. I would love to have them back involved in the 2026 top-end series. No doubt they'll be disappointed with their finish, but better for the experience.
Yeah, they've made a terrific contribution to the series. Just look at the scorecards there. The standout performer, the only player getting to 30 or above was Nick Hobson. As we look at some of the highlights here of the Shaheens innings, and we imagine that most of those highlights will be Scorchers wickets, as they just early on they just in the air found fielders in the outfield, didn't they? And that put them under all the pressure in the world, and some great fielding as well with a couple of run-outs. Of course,
big turning point in the game, that a set batter in Nefay, run out in unlucky style off the bowler's hand, the non-striker's end. Never a nice way to go, and he wasn't happy about it, but had to go nonetheless. And then a similar tale throughout the innings, pace and bounce.
And here's the hat-trick.
It's number one, it's number two. Pretty soft dismissal there. First ball, hands wide away from the body. And then hat-trick ball there, top middle stump. If he had his time again, I'm sure he'd have a different shot to play.
But
the boys up and about for the hat-trick ball, the first hat-trick of the 2025 top-end series.
And then this one looked like it was going to go for 6 and fell into the hands again down there. So, and the last wicket, of course, out to long on. And the catch nicely taken by Rockacholi. So that's how it finished up, and a great victory for the Perth Scorchers. They advanced to the final this afternoon. The Pakistan Shaheens finished their series here at Gardens Oval, but it's been comprehensive in the end, and a 49-run victory to the Scorchers. We wish them all the best in this afternoon's final, and wish the Pakistanis all the best on what's to come for them in the year ahead, and hope to see them, as we said, again next year. But from Gardens Oval, that's it. It's a victory to the Scorchers, and we'll see them later on this afternoon in the final. Thanks for joining us.